From the coast to the hills, from the river to the sand, soft voices rise. Sinoe, I see you clear, morning on the waterline, hands that build with faith, truth in every spoken sign. We carry the names of home in the dust and in the rain. One voice for the people, one promise in our veins.
Lift it up, lift it high, let the real news lead the way. No fear, no disguise, only light in every day. From the market to the shore, hear the people calling now. We stand for what is right, and we say anymore.
Sinoe rise, Sinoe rise, truth in our eyes, unity we stand as one. Sinoe rise, hope in the skies, Liberia moving on. Sinoe rise, we stand as one. Old drums speak our roots, new roads answer with their song. Voices for the future, where the honors belong.
From Greenville to the tide, from the town to every lane, we guard the public trust and break the chain of shame.
Lift it up, lift it high, let the people hear it plain. Accountable in daylight, hope returns again. When the strong protect the weak and the young can dream out loud.
We build a better home and we wear it proud.
Sinoe rise, truth in our eyes, unity we stand as one. Sinoe rise.
Good evening, my friend. Clear voice, clear mind. From coast to the world, we keep it refined. Step by step we rise, with purpose in view. Every word is steady, every promise true. Hear that calm in the room, feel that steady light. We speak with one voice, we stand upright. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora, voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Warm, strong, and sure, we carry it far. Hosted by dark side, pole esoteric. Hosted by dark side, pole esoteric. Open the door, let the message arrive. From a humble beginning to a wider stage. Hands built the future, page after page. We honor the roots, we answer the call, with dignity speaking, we rise for all. Hear that calm in the room, feel that steady light. We speak with one voice, we stand upright. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Warm, strong, and sure, we carry it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, now another brand new edition of Voice of Sinoe coming your way this Saturday afternoon from these United States of America. Wonderful, wonderful show coming your way. As you join us, kindly do us a huge favor. Share that link for us. Our partner is Alana backstage. We'll be right with you on screen. Please share the link for us. We'll be right there.
Hosted by Diaspora, esoteric. Hosted by Diaspora, esoteric. Open the door.
Yeah, we are here to open the door to the knowledge, to the door of knowledge. So this afternoon we'll have a wonderful line out for you. What did the July 7 protests? What did they accomplish? We're going to be going into that this afternoon.
Let the message arrive.
Yeah, the message coming. Another question we're going to be probing this afternoon from our side: who gained independence or political independence in 1847? Is that the indigenous people or the people who call American Liberians?
Across every border, across every sea, a name, a calling.
Should the indigenous people of Sinoe County celebrate July 9, 1838? Why? The guys will explain to me, Patrick will explain, Perkins and Shelley will explain to us.
So listen closely, the tone stays gold, a trusted voice, bold, clear and bold.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the representative, I should say senator before I get in trouble, the senator of Sinoe County, Senator Crichton Duncan, has declared his intention to jump in the political mud of Liberia comes 2029. So guys, don't go away. The co-host just join us. We'll be on the screen shortly.
Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora.
You know, the political historians here, Patrick Bolu. I mean, why do we need 89 seats in the House of Representatives? What is wrong with the 73 that we have right now? Perkins and Patrick, they will put it in context. Do we need 89 seats or we need 73?
Diaspora, voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Warm, strong, and sure, we carry it far. Hosted by Diaspora, esoteric. Hosted by Diaspora, esoteric. Open the door. Let the message arrive.
Put on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, your one-stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Dasaya Pora Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, and your brilliant co-host, Shadow Snare. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight polls, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Patrick Bolu and Pickens Jadia. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday, and you know why?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, mic check 1, 2. Hopefully, when I was talking, I never had myself on mute. Let me do a sound check here. Give me a second here to make sure we are good with sound. It looks like my sound is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, officially welcome to Sinoe County premier platform, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. I'm your host, Dark Side Poder Esoteric, understood by the chosen few, the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors. I am elated this afternoon, at least from my side. It's 12:06 right now. I'm elated to be here to have another wonderful discussion with my panelists, I should say. So, you know, they say ladies before gentlemen, right? Let's follow the protocol. So first, we want to bring the co-host on here first. Shirley Sinen is here, like and low. Hey, Shirley. Let activate your audio. Let's test that.
Audio test 1 2 1 2. It is going well here in Minnesota.
Good. All right. So at this time, I'd like to bring our contributor from Liberia, Patrick Bolu. Here comes Patrick. Let's see. Let me get Patrick on your head, P.
Haircut is haircut to you. What? Okay, now, okay.
Yeah, we are in a moment. Yeah, so thank you. I'm so excited to be back this weekend with you, Madison, and my beautiful sister, and Shirley, the newest on the block. Yeah, so yes, July is here indeed, and of course we are in the month of freedom, the Freedom Month. We're celebrating Liberia Freedom 179, and let's see how we had a discussion today and talk about all the politics, the history, and the people of Liberia today. So I'm happy to be here with you guys.
All right, now let's bring the rabbi on, of course. The Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora will have a political rabbi here from the area we call the Red River Valley. That's North Dakota. Here comes Perkins. Hey, Perkins.
Hello, guys. Good. Everybody good. Shelly, I haven't seen you for 2 months. Welcome back on the show.
Wait, I think I can predict this man. Honestly, I knew he was going to,
Patrick,
yes, it's good.
Patrick, I like the new haircut. It suits you well.
Agreed.
Good day to all our viewers, listeners, and followers. It's good to be here once again. We are going to get into some interesting topics about Liberia, and so we are here to follow and contribute.
Yeah, Patrick did not come forward today. The glasses are missing.
Today he's showcasing the haircut. It's all about the haircut today. The glasses need to sit down.
All right, guys. I'm happy again to see all of you. You're looking great. You're looking fabulous. Patrick is patrolling in Liberia. Always sitting in his how you can call it by we say koozie, right? Other man, you're cozy, bro. All right, so Patrick, happy to see you. All right, yeah. Let me just go around the room and get a little feel of me, how your area, how things are. Just give us some opening thoughts here. Hey, Shelley, what's going on in Minnesota?
Minnesota, there's so many things going on. But actually, like the stuff that on my mind is the premature death that is going on in our community. I lost one of my good friends, and it has been really high since Sunday. Like it's really been high. He was well known in the community, someone who was a light when he entered a room. His presence takes over. So I mean, coming from the gospel industry, he was a producer. Not only that, he was a musician himself, but he knew how to make everyone day. And sadly, even though he was going through his stuff, nobody knew because he still had time to go on social media to brighten up people day, and yet he was slowly dying. So that is what on my mind, mostly to talk to Liberian, our community, so we can live in love and unity because we are having our good people that are dying, and most of the time they are afraid to tell people what they're going through because they don't want someone to take their personal problem that they talk to you in private to bring it outside on Facebook. And we see that happening a lot in our community. So I am praying and hoping that our community can come together in love, in unity, celebrate each other versus tearing people down. And gosh, I know you just asked one question, but it's really dear to my heart that I'm going to do a whole Facebook live of pleading to our community to come together in love and unity so that we can have people opening up to tell us what they're going through before we find out and they are gone. So we can save each other. Thank you.
Right. All right, Shelley, thank you. That's a poignant story. I mean, I think the premature death going on in our community. I think there's another two one Liberian girl and an American girl too in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's
Promising young woman
yeah,
love. Yeah.
All right, so let's bring Patrick on. Patrick, what's going on in the nation capital?
Patrick, you gonna keep that haircut though? Shoot.
Yeah, sure. Thanks to all of you for the admiration of my haircut. Monrovia, the city, the Maroon city is wet, experiencing at least a reasonable downpour of rain today. Yesterday it was a chaotic day, as always, but I think the city has returned to normal, and everybody is going back. Has returned to work. Has returned. In fact, it's going about the weekend and doing their normal things. The women are in the market selling their vegetables. Children are on school break. Schools are closing. In fact, some are now hanging their high school boots, and preparing for college. And so many things, and we are always here. Liberia is in its Freedom Month, and massive preparations are going on across the country. Buchanan especially has been the center of attraction for the celebration, and but Monrovia will be a scene of real celebrations, as always the case, our national endeavor. Yeah, but on the overall, I think the Liberian people, every major part of the city is always experiencing traffic jam. You cannot get to a particular destination in time because everywhere is so crowded. Everybody is going about 26, shopping, and 26 days, 26 days. So the whole place is crowded. honestly, you can pass through Red Light easily. You can pass through Raditan. You can pass through Douala. You can pass through Wadosa. I mean, everywhere is just locked down with human being, human, multitude and all of that. So we look forward to seeing what the whole 26 brings and what the occasion brings and why people are so jubilant and so enthusiastic and buying and, in the face of insolvency. People continue to really showcase. Their passion for their country, their patriotism, and the loyalty to their country by doing the things they are doing right now. So yeah, it's a whole lot is going on in the country.
All right, Patrick. Thank you. Let bring Perkins opening thoughts.
Yes, yeah. It's a good day out here in Fargo, North Dakota. Fargo is in the middle somewhere. Kind of reminds me of the tri-states in the East Coast, Philly, Jersey, that way, maybe New York, and so we have Fargo here, South Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, maybe Iowa. So we kind of share information that weather and situations like what Shelly was just saying about the premature death. These are things that we share together as states that are connected to each other. And we feel really sad that we are losing a lot of young people. So for the Christians believer, I guess they will get on their knee and fast and pray. For the rest of us, we will try to scientifically tackle those things that will keep us healthy, and so we can live longer. There's a lot of traffic going on here now. Construction is ongoing everywhere on the major roads. Fargo, North Dakota is the weather has no in between. It's either extremely cold or extremely hot. So right now it is hot, extremely. And one of the topics a lot of folks were planning to leave from here in North Dakota to visit Minnesota for the July 26th celebration. We were told that the Liberian national team, Lone Star, were supposed to be in Minnesota to play the Iron Barrel game. And so people were excited to go to that event. And then later on, excuse me, guys. Later on, some information came back and said they wouldn't be able to make it due to some visas issues from Liberia. And so there are other, plan Bs being made. So, well, we are here. We're following. We'll see how everything unfolds. And so far, that's what's going on.
All right. Columbus, Ohio. I haven't stepped out there, but there has been I don't know why you guys are experiencing the same thing. There's a fog. I think there's actually, I should say, smoke. Yeah, from Canada, and the president of the United States is accusing Canada of polluting the airspace of the United States, the being careless. Patrick, man, so the president is saying he might put tariff on Canada, for polluting our air here. So Columbus is quiet since the smoke stuff yesterday. I've been indoors since I came from my little class, if you like, and I have been indoors, stay out there, instead of ingesting the smoke. I don't know what is in it, so I've been in here. I'm excited to be here again, so we can start. Let's get into the show. Not too much a long intro. Our sympathy to all those that are bereaved. It's a tough one for our community. But Shirley, as usual, the way we do the show, guys, is to do shout out. So I saw one comrade are celebrating a birthday. So Shirley, you know this comrade?
I know that comrade. He celebrated his birthday. He is 9 going. This is the end of single digits for my little man. He's going to be double digit next year.
What is his name?
His name is Judah, Judah-ish.
Okay. So Judah celebrate. When did he celebrate his birthday?
On the 8th.
Okay, on the 8th. Okay. All right. So you want to publicly do a shout out to Judah, and then we can follow, and we'll jump it off. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to my little boy. He indeed is a prince. I absolutely love him. This is a young man that will come over and check on me so many times of the day. Mommy, are you okay? Mommy, do you need this? And I am raising up a true leader for sure. And I'm so grateful to God for his life and happiest birthday. I believe in celebrating the entire month. So there you go, little man.
All right, guys, let's keep it short so we can get to the topic. Patrick, you do a shout out to Judah.
Yes, Judah, the name Judah reflects greatness. You know, I hope he is the earthly, lion of the tribe of Judah. I want to say happy.
The Patrick is frozen there.
Gotta reach the president this time. He need to release battery data. And we can hear you, Madison.
I got myself on mute, my fault. Perkins, they'll do a shout out to Low Man. Patrick will join us later.
All right. I want to say a happy birthday shout out goes out to you, Judah. As I learned, you are related to Jesus, and so you guys are great people. We wish you the very best life has to offer. Continue being a good guy to your mom and everybody else, and we wish you more. Happy birthday once again.
All right, so Judah, as the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors, we want to pour a special libation to you for the elders to baptize you with blessings, longevity, wisdom, so that you will grow up. I heard the word leader from Mama, not too long ago. Liberia has a deficit of leaders. I mean, I'm talking about the moral ones. And so Shelley is being nurtured by the great Dasaya Pute esoteric. And so that means she's also nurturing the little man to be an ethical, responsible young man. So we need you, Judah, to come after you should have completed your study to come to Liberia and liberate our people from the mire of poverty. All right. So wish you many more happy years once again. So guys, let's get to our topic here, but before again, I will do a quick commercial. Next month, August, starting from the 13th to the 16th, it's the National Convention of the United Support Association in Americas. If you want to see all the leaders, from the current leader, I should say, by that I mean the national president, Honorable William Mane. If you want to see Her Excellency Dr. Francis Clark Myers, if you want to see the Great Green Code Trio, if you want to see Obaku Yema, if you want to see Kali Jabwere Foley, come to Minnesota next month, August, beginning the 13th to the 16th. And of course, you want my, what they call John Henka? That's my signature. If you want the autograph of Daxaya Pute Esoteric, come to Minnesota. Let's have a little chat. Come and meet the team. Come and meet Shirley. Come and meet.
We'll be on the red carpet live.
Come and meet us. Come and meet the presidential hopeful. He will be the guest speaker. Honorable John Tyler will be there to give a keynote address at that occasion. So be in Minnesota. Get your Christmas suit ready. That suit you keep in for July 26th, defer to USA occasion. All right. Just want to put that information out there.
And I would like to add that we still have fabric available for sale. So if you are in Minnesota or still need to get your fabric, please let us know. But we have fabric available.
Yeah, so if you want to meet the board of directors, you want to meet the great Kolo from North Dakota, if you want to meet Tijani, come to Minnesota. Maya Mondubuko in the Texas Ranger. If you want to meet Peace Jar, of course, Shelley is in multiple capacities. She's the board member. She's the red carpet person. She MC. The woman at Jack of all trade, master of all. No, I would not say master or none. All right. We want to meet Maya Tooley and Dr. Tally come to Minnesota. Great people. That's how you build a network. You meet different people. All right, guys, let's get into the development or this our discussion here. But guys, before we get to the first story, we'll be right back. While we're coming on, there's a developing story, so we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Shirley Perkins and Esoteric. So just in a developing story while we're on, there's a tension rising between Liberian National Police and the residents. Somewhere, I can't remember the community exactly, but I saw the story that Stone been through. But let's put the video out here so you can see a little bit of what's going on. The last video we saw before getting on here.
So yes, the police are trying all means to push these guys away, but they keep coming. They keep coming towards the police, and they are even throwing rocks. So the police are using firearms to make them a bit afraid. As you can see, they watch them and look at the distance between them and the police officers. Watch the distance between they and the police officers, very close. So just watch the distance and you see rocks. They are chunking rocks, and the police just standing. The police are standing right here. The Jamaica Road Bridge here is where there's things happening. So you can see, as you can see.
All right, guys, that's the developing story there. There's a tension between the police and resident. Somewhere they say Jimmy Carroll Bridge in Liberia. You are on mute, Shelley.
Battery Factory area.
Okay, Battery Factory. Okay, good. And I heard a guy saying Jimmy Carroll or something. But anyway, Battery Factory. Hopefully the police will put that situation under control. I also read from the caption on the video when the guy posted, I think they said there's a land that some lady trying to take and the people are protesting something, but I don't know how it evolved into throwing stone at the police and all of that. I don't know. Yeah, but hopefully the security will put that under control. All right, so that's the story we are following closely. So, guys, let's get to our first topic. I think Perkins has limited time with us today. He has something else to attend to. So, let's do the light one as well. So, I want to meet the newly elected leaders of SCA. That's Sinoe County Association in Americas. The reason they had a national convention. And I think Rhode Island and new leaders were elected. So I'd like to introduce the leaders of Sinoe County and the diaspora, if you like, in the U.S., the new leadership here. Yeah, the leaders. So I'm going to just, if you don't know, I'll just read from what I saw, the names of the people so you can know who they are. You have here, let me get to mine, names of people. I don't know them myself, or all of them. I know some, but not all of them. So let's see what I got the list. Other than that, let me put this one out here and then we'll put the name. So this is a courtesy of the former president of Sinoe County Association, Thomas Swan, posted this. If you see, you say from left to right, you have on here, Mr. Doda Jacobs, the gentleman are looking all the way back there. He is now focusing camera. He is the national parliamentarian. You have Miss Diana J. Kai, our own Diana Kai from Philadelphia. She is the national chaplain. She is the prayer warrior. She's very good at that. She talks to God a whole lot. And I don't know, her and Shelley, we can talk to God more, but that's something we'll discuss another time. We have Miss, that's Bayan Stevens is the national treasurer. That's the tall lady here. We have Mr. Mountain Korn is the gentleman with the tie here. He is the National Financial Secretary. You got Mr. Stephen Kelly, National General Secretary, a gentleman with the tie, with the red tie here, if you like. And then followed by him, we got, he's the General Secretary. And we have Mr. J. Nehemiah Snen here. I think that's Shelley, senior brother. Nehemiah Snen, National Vice President. And then we have Mistress Marie Wallow, National President. All right, these are the new leaders elected recently the convention in Rhode Island. So we want to say congratulations to Madame Wallow and her team. Wish them well to lead the people of Sinoe County in the U.S. We try reaching out to the president. I wanted her to be our guest today, but apparently she was busy. She said she was going to get back to me, but she didn't at the time. So hopefully she will reply later on so we can talk to the president, the agenda she has for us. So guys, if you want to just do a shout out to the new leaders of Sinoe County, please go ahead so we can get to the real discussion.
Well, congratulations to Madame Marie.
Yeah, Wallow.
Yeah, Madame Marie Wallow. Congratulations to you. I mean, we see a lot of females stepping out in leadership position. I'm not trying to play the female thing right now, but
so what are you trying to do?
To you, it speaks volume of all the men that you have on your team. Let's do it, Queen. You are born for this.
All right, Perkins, shout out to your leaders.
Congratulations to the leaders of Sinoe County. It's a much, man. It's a lot. So now this is my first time hearing about this organization. We have the Sapo Association of Americas. We have two groups of that. We have the Sincon, we have the Cadabo, we have the this, we have the that. Now we got this county itself leadership. Every single individual in Liberia or outside of Liberia is a politician. Sometimes we get really confused. I mean, it's a good thing we are trying to do good things for our county, but sometimes the division just confuses people, man. But congratulations to them anyway.
All right, so that's the newly elected leaders of Sinoe County Association in the Americas. So, Perkins, if you don't know what SCAA, it means that you are new to the United States. All right, it's been around for a long time. So guys, let me get to the next story here that I want to talk about. Let me take some of these things so I don't get confused and repeat the same thing over and over. Let's see, that was Carl. And I want to bring the next one here. Let's talk about this one is a major to Shirley. So let's put this, the protest yesterday in Liberia. I think they call STAN. That's the organization of Mr. Moba Molu, the former chairman for CDC, who overnight turned into an advocate. So but before we go into that, guys, let me show some videos here, and then we can go into the discussion. You can give your thought, and we'll go to the next one here. I know Perkins, I don't know what Perkins are opposition to CDC. I'm not quite sure, but let's see. So this morning, the police went, before we go to today on, let's start from yesterday. Let's see the police director here.
Bring our gun. It constitutes a criminal offense. We know you got it, and you must bring it now, we're waiting for you. The LMP is taking all necessary investigative and legal measures to recover that firearm. But we know where it is, we know who has it, and this is a direct warning that it must be turned over immediately. The assault on a law enforcement officer and illegal possession of his service weapon, it constitutes a serious criminal offense that threatens public safety. Molu, bring our gun.
All right, that's it. Molu, bring our gun. We'll get into it, guys, but let me play some videos here. Like, friends are interested. I never see police a whole IG of a police say, Malu, bring that go. Malu, bring that go. All right, let me get to the next one.
And disarm a state item of a dangerous weapon that was loaded fully, and in view of his placement in my proximity, that could have created a dangerous state of affairs amongst protesters, possibly kill people, innocent people, or create chaos or fear of pandemonium, and then put the blame on protesters. But thank God, God is alive, that he was detained to display for you the gun, which has serial number, and by tomorrow we will turn it over to the international community so they can be transferred to the government. And let the international actors see the sinister. Experts, crowd control experts, apprehended an individual that was armed. Where was the gun? Apprehended? Around in the center belt, in the crowd. He was just next to me. So whatever his intent was is unknown. But the fact that government accused protesters of harboring guns and harboring guns to stabilize, we couldn't detain him because we don't state security actors. We don't have the authority to detain an individual. But it is within our
Did you take him over to the police?
We couldn't have done that because he was resisting arrest. We are resisting detention. And I see that he was armed with a dangerous weapon. And he was right in the proximity of protesters, right next to me. So highly and disarm a state item of a dangerous weapon that was loaded fully. And in view of his place.
Malu is now here walking with Akaros Gray. He's wearing black and black. Chairman Malu, good morning to you. Have a police presence. Any reason why?
I don't know. So I think they came to reclaim my house that I made a gun that I said I'll deliver today. So I'm going to turn it over. That's all I can say for now.
So you say you are going to turn over the weapon?
Of course.
Do you risk being arrested?
I don't know. Ask the police officers.
Are you prepared for that?
Why would I be arrested for committing no crime?
The police inspector general said you being in possession of a service firearm is a criminal offense.
We were at the protest yesterday. We displayed the gun. It was seized from an individual that went undercover without badge, without identity, without uniform, allegedly to commit harm, kill innocent protesters. So, we turned the gun. We displayed the gun yesterday at the protest, and said we'll turn it over today.
So there was an interesting piece of the gun. It was.
So you see Mr. Malu there in the pink and gray shirt. So we see that he has been handcuffed.
Criminal charges. So,
Mr. Malu has been handcuffed from what we see from afar.
Malu, are you being arrested?
From what we've seen. Okay. Okay. So from what we see from afar, Mr. Malu has been handcuffed. He's been placed in the.
All right, guys. I just want to give you what is happening to Mr. Moba Malu. Shirley, what's your take? What are you sensing? Did the protest, achieve its motive? After all, what was the motive of the protest? And I mean, just everything that you've seen. What do you make of the whole thing?
Well, first, that's a really great question because I was wondering, I was like, what was the motive of the protest in the first place? Because when I had the time to watch Spoon Talk, I saw this lady on there was very clear that they wanted to gave their petition to the president. They want the president to step out to receive it. And if that didn't happen, she said about 100 female was going to naked herself. And I don't usually comment on a people post. But my question was, what purpose would that serve, first of all? And then second, what is the intent of the protest? What is the main reason of the protest? And then if you are saying that you want the president to be the one to take the letter, whatever you have in there you want to talk about, if he doesn't, you want to have 100 women naked yourself, are you going to have your message across by naked yourself, or will your message be more important if 100 naked people around? But let's forget that part. Yeah, the question, I'm not sure if the purpose of the protest was served. First of all, I didn't even know what the protest was about. So maybe I'm listening to you and Parky. Maybe you can educate me on the reason of the protest and if they actually achieved the reason why they decided to go protest. Was it achieved? I don't know.
All right, Perkins, what's your take of the protest?
My take of the protest is, Malu, bring that going here.
That part was gonna
come. Bring that going. It constitutes a criminal offense. We know you got it, and you must bring it. Nana, waiting for you. Yeah.
I want to say something about that though.
Go ahead.
But no kidding. Straightforward. This is like, we are not saying that we're suspecting you having a gun. We know you have it. You need to bring it here and bring it here right now. And you see me looking at you straightforward. We need that gun. Bring it here. Like addressing him like, Modu, bring the gun here. We know you have it. But I thought that video was so funny. Matter of fact, that's my daddy there though, but that video very interesting.
Oh, you know him personally?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's my father right there. Yeah.
Okay, Perkins.
Yeah, like you rightly put it, Doc, and it cannot be stated enough. Liberia is an interesting country. It is a different country. I remember, Doc, I believe at the time you were still on the camp, Budubura camp, the refugee camp in Ghana. When one of the Joe the Jukos that used to be having a spear and juking people at night, he was caught with a spear in the Gulf by some vigilantes guys. Because of the Joe the Jukos, a few of our Liberians got together and created a vigilante group, and they apprehended the guy with a spear. The first thing they did, they ran the guy straight to the police station on the camp, and they turned the Joe the Juko over to the police. They came back in the community and said, "Oh, yeah, got one the Joe the Juko with a spear, but came to the police station." The police said, "No, you're not going to the police station. You have to go back for him." The group of Liberia ran to the police station. They said the police people were getting by the man. The police people said, "Boy, you already brought the man to work. I will give by the man." Oh no, chaos. And police people came in the breast, started fighting. The police people take the police people radio. Now we are seized the police station. We are advancing to Kaswa and all that. Commemorate kid. He said, "Commemorate, where you going?" He said, "Gentlemen, I'm going to see refuge in the Gulf. I don't want to be incarcerated." But long story short, that's why it reminds me of. We have a country that individuals are behaving like we are still doing the Civil War time. Molu is saying that they were able to disarm an undercover government agent. He was able to disarm this man, but you are not able to detain him until authority can arrive. Okay, what threat will the man who have no arm with him, what threat will he pose? I thought he posted more danger to the group when he was armed. But now the group went and disarmed him, but could not hold him and turn him over to the authority. It don't make no sense. So the fact that we are even discussing these things, it's like every day in Liberia is a new development of negativity. Molu is not part of CDC no more. He created his own social group called STAN. And he's speaking out there, and the same CDC slogan is still behind him. I don't know how they call it that. Munya Munya is still behind him. It's a shame. It's a shame, and the police RG did the right thing by arresting Molu and taking him into custody. My only thing is, these things like this should not only happen to one set of people or one group of people. You know, the law is for everybody. So when anytime anybody violate the law, let the police play the role of the police in all cases. You know, like I said, the police did the right thing by taking Molu into custody. He shouldn't have had any arm with him during a protest. He said a peaceful protest. He arrested somebody, took the arm from them, but he cannot hold on to the person for people to come and see the person. Now, we got $19 million drugs case going on in Liberia. People being accused, nobody's arrested yet, and people are going to the police station to sign their name and go back home. No, you can't do that. First of all, if anything of that nature happen and somebody is clearly known to be part of it, they will be investigated while being in custody, in police custody. But that's what I mean, that the law should not apply to one set of people or one group of people. I'm not part of CDC. I'm not a politician. I'm not part of no political party in Liberia. I support policies of government that benefit Liberia in general. So Molu protest did not achieve its goals. I heard that they were requesting that Joseph Boaga should step down because of bad leadership. Their petition was supposed to be received.
I think the protests were titled "Lead or Leave," right? So there are two options. So the president actually should lead the Liberian people or leave.
Okay, and their goal was to present the petition to Joseph Boaga himself or to some sort of representation.
Yeah, they said they want to meet the president. In the video I listened to Mobile Molu, he said the president ran away, went to Bombay County. Yes. So he said that the citizens, they brought a petition to the president and he ran away, he went to Bombay County. Whether that story is true or not, I can't verify that.
Well, the president apparently got more important things to take care of. If he is not there, and you, Molu, who leading the group, go to wherever.
So Perkin, let me push you on that. So what is more important though, to listen to your people or to go somewhere? I mean, the people that elected you, whether opposition or not, you are leading all of them and they have a grievance. Why leave and go somewhere else? Well, during Ellen time, that older lady, she ordered the Ellen, Joseph Boaga, she used to come in the crowd when the people have a grievance. She used to come and talk to them. Oh, who's the leader of the group? Let me talk to you. Why is Joseph Boaga running away from the people?
Well, probably Joseph Boaga had, like I said, some important appointment that was already scheduled.
No, but the Perkin, you said you don't know whether he has an important appointment for sure. It could be, maybe you are right, maybe you are not right. It could be that he's running away from the protesters.
How did he run away though? Like, how did you come up with that conclusion that he ran?
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I can't validate because from Mobile Molu, he's the opposition, and the president wasn't there. They went to the executive mansion to present a petition to the president, and the president went to Bombay County.
Okay, so
why did he leave the office? He does not work in Bombay County. He works at the executive mansion, but he left.
Well, find the vice president or whoever is in charge when the president is not around and present the petition to them. When the president returns, he's going to receive the petition and wait for a response towards your petition. But you cannot say, oh, because the president is not here, or the president should wait for us because we have a grievance. Let him wait and put his schedule on hold so that we can present a petition to him for him to read it, give us an answer before anything else can happen under his watch. No, I understand your grievances are important, but like I said, the president also have a country to run. If he is not around,
is he running the country from Bombay County?
For any part, he can be any part of the country and run the country. He doesn't live in Bombay County. He probably went there for something else, for an employment. So
is it reasonable to say that you are running away from the protesters? Is it reasonable to say that?
No, I think it don't make no sense to even use the
It
word
does not
running
make
away.
sense to say president ran away from protesters.
No, yeah, it don't make no sense. The president cannot run away from anybody. He is the president of Liberia. He can choose to listen to protesters like Ellen did, or George Weah did not do. He can choose to do that. Or choose.
Don't you think maybe the security gave me an intel and said, Mr. President, there will be a large group of people coming out and which will sense a security threat, so go somewhere else. You don't think it's possible?
So you think that's what happened and the president Chile?
It could be. I said, okay, you raised that question. We don't know what
I've
the
not
crowd.
heard that word for a long time.
Yeah, but let me get my take. Let me get my take, right?
Okay.
First, Shirley, the purpose of the protest, the guys said they wanted the government to get an independent auditors to investigate the 19 million drugs bust in the country. All right. Because we have been seeing the government dilly-dallying around the issue. I mean, they are not coming forthright. They are not displaying the images of the people that they call, even though in the past they were doing all of that. And with the 19 million stuff, everything is just secret. So Mobile Molu and the team, they are saying, you know what, this is not fair. So we need the government to be transparent. We need outside auditors to come and investigate the whole thing, you know. But my thing with this outside investigation is, I mean, we are independent country now. Not every time we call foreigners or outside of the country, look at our thing. We are old enough. We're about to be 179 years. We should be able to take care of our business. Not every time we'll have to call people, oh, you can't help us, you know. So I have issue with that. But the detail of the whole thing, especially with the armed man, if you listen to the police director, the IG, he said that guy was going to work. He's a Liberian national police officer going to work, and the guys went and besieged him and took the arm from him. All right. Now here's the thing here, Perkins and Patrick. Okay, Mobile Molu.
You meant to say Perkins and Shirley.
Perkins and Shirley. Sorry. So you see the Mr. Molu has the weapon in his hand, right? You're seeing it right here on the photo here. So it's clear that the weapon is with the man. But what I don't see is, where is the man that he said that is armed? Why did they not show his picture? You only show the weapon, but you don't show the person that you said that were trying to kill you, that closer to you. You don't. I mean, you are saying all those things. So where is this person? And also on the part of the IG, why they can show the police officer to us too that was a son that owns the arm, the weapon, you know, that the guy is disarmed, but they say, oh, the guy is disarmed the man, but we can't see the man, especially in the age of phones, right? And nobody can see the image of the officer. Why? You know, I think Mobile Molu too. I mean, I thought the guys, they are professionals, right? But Perkins, you cannot, even whether the weapon is for the police or not for the police. You see, to do an investigation right now would be difficult because the Mobile Molu fingerprints on the weapon right now. Okay, so in anything he will be incriminated because you can't take the fingerprint of Mobile Molu for only now and put it on somebody else. So you don't touch a weapon that is not yours, you know, especially when you say it is illegal. Why hold it with your hand with no gloves to hold that weapon in your hand? So the guys, some basic thing they do is just strange. Perkins and Shirley. And besides that, to keep a weapon for whether it's for the state or not, who are you? You are just regular citizen protesting, and you're keeping a weapon with you, that illegal weapon. Why you didn't report it immediately to the police? Why did you take it to your house and they have to send security officer to your house to get the weapon from you? Imagine that. So Perkins, I just don't want to disclose a lot of things, but Liberia is a strange country. Imagine they took this IG is telling us protester took the weapon of a police officer, and somebody is on TV, on national radio, Mobile Molu say, yeah, I get a gun. I will get a gun to U.S. embassy, and the U.S. embassy will get a gun to the Liberian National Police. What is going on here? Why do you have to carry a weapon to the U.S. if you say it for the government, right? Why should you take it to the U.S. embassy to give it
Because
before
it
they can
doesn't
give it
respect
up?
the law.
No,
I
it
mean, you have
doesn't.
to have respect for your country, respect for the law. Then you will know to do the right thing.
And Shirley,
Like,
besides that too, the security of the country is weak. Liberia is not safe because when a private citizen can take government weapon and sleep with him, all right, and then
But
the money before they go there.
so I will say though, I mean, I understand you want to put this on the, you want to make it equal equation, but I'm saying let's assume that that individual, that police officer, like the IG said, was on his way to work. He could have been just one person in the middle of 100 guys. Come on now, even if he's a police officer, his life matters, right? You have 100 people attacking you. I'm sure they did not just take that gun away from him, like, give me the gun right now. Okay? It has to be some kind of exchange.
Yeah,
And
but
his
Shirley,
life-
in the age of phones too, nobody could capture anything like that. Nobody,
But that's what
everybody
I'm saying.
there.
So I'm saying if Madu, whatever his name is, he knew he was wrong, he's not going to showcase that. You know, attacking a police officer and taking a gun from the police officer. You think he's gonna showcase that?
No, I'm not saying Molu is not going to do that, but no bystander with phone
But
that can,
maybe
that
the
can
people
capture
that
that
were
thing.
there, they were people of Moru, so they're not going to showcase that. Would you showcase
Tell her if you
someone who
have-
was on your side, your leader? You're not going to do that. They were all protectors. Those people were all for him, with him. So whatever happened, it is like what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas, right? Whatever happened, that's it. So they're not going to showcase that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Shelly, I think you have a point there. But nowadays, like Dixon is saying, just pass up by them. Everybody got phones in their hands, right? So sometimes they don't have to be part of the protesters, but they could see some kind of action taking place, and they can just put their phone on and video that whole thing. Maybe none of them were close there or before any.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a possibility. None of them were close. That all the people that were surrounding him were people that were on his side.
Yes, that could be the case. But Dixon, you are leading somewhere. I kind of like the fact the idea.
Dixon. We don't have Dixon on this line.
Dak Saya put that.
That's my nickname. He called him from Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, Molu showcase the gun and say, the government of Liberia and citizens of Liberia, we have a gun here that we arrested from one police officer who was on, who didn't have no identification, no ID, no uniform, so we don't know who he was, but we took the gun from him.
So then how he know it was a police officer?
No, I come in now. So he claiming that the guy has no identity. So which makes sense. If the man don't have no identity, then you don't know who he is, but he has an arm. So you went and took the arm from him. Okay. That's Molu's story. Now the police IG said, no, that particular arm belongs to one of our service members. If that arm belongs to the Liberian National Police. So now that you got a gun, bring the gun here. Are you kidding me? And Molu did not bring the gun to you. And then everybody went to bed. That's where Disney were going. Everybody went to bed, daybreak, then they carry police to Molu to go. The government arm that a private citizen get in their hand and you let them go to bed with it, you as a police IG. So the entire country, everybody don't know what they're doing. The people are confused. Seriously.
When I saw that video, I'll be praying for you one more time. It's funny. Bring that gun, right?
Bring that gun. It constitutes a criminal offense. We know you got it, and you must bring it now, we're waiting for you. The LMP is taking all necessary investigative.
Imagine police officer waiting for somebody to bring gun.
I love the nah.
The man said, nah. The man waited. He the law enforcement officer. The man said he waited, and he said, we know. You and the man, Mama Molly himself confirmed that he has a weapon, right? Because the man is brandishing the gun, the weapon, and he said, I get it in my hand. Then the security is telling us, bring the gun, nah.
Okay, not like that. Okay.
So the reporter at Molu's residence, right, asked an important question. That question was not answered, and Molu rushed inside. He said, what is the case with this gun, Molu? Because as we can see the video, this gun, the magazine of this gun, was taken from inside. How was it handed to you like that, or you are the one who took the magazine out? That question was answered. I think that's an interesting question.
Malu is now here walking with a Carlos Gray. He's wearing black and black. Chairman Malu, good morning to you. Have a police presence. Any reason why?
I don't know. So I think they came to reclaim my house, that I mean a gun that I say I'll deliver today, so I'm going to turn it over. That's all I can say for now.
So you say you are going to turn over the weapon?
Of course.
Do you risk being arrested?
I don't know. Ask the police officers.
Are you prepared for that?
Why would I be arrested for committing no crime?
The police inspector general said you being in possession of a service firearm is a criminal offense.
We were at the protest yesterday. We displayed the gun. It was seized from an individual that went undercover without badge, without identity, without uniform, allegedly to commit harm, kill innocent protesters. So we turned the gun. We displayed the gun yesterday at the protest, and said we'll turn it over today.
So there was an interesting piece of the gun. It was racked and the magazine was removed. Who did that?
It was delivered to me in a display to the press. So that's all I can say for now. Let me turn it on.
Yeah, that's
that's good that you caught that though, Parkin. Yeah.
It's interesting, man. Our country, Malu is telling the police that we have the gun and we are going to bed with it. I will turn it over on our own term. Police, I say, bring that gun. I remember when we were growing up, when Rufa finished eating here, I arrest you, and he said, Justin, bring that arrest here. That's why the police IG and Malu got going on down there.
I mean, that's an interesting country. So yeah, it's interesting where the law, you know, when they say Shelley and Perkins, you enforce,
I got a
you
question
enforce
for
the law.
For you though. You're expected then to go and do what? I'm just saying. I mean, I understand that issue. I've gone there to arrest him, but what else was the expectation that you got? Both of you are thinking.
Okay, Shelley.
Yeah.
What we expecting them to do, or not we expecting them, what should have been done by law is what they did this morning. Instead of doing it this morning, they should have did it immediately, effectively when they saw that gun. Instead of waiting till this morning, they should have done it immediately.
Let me make it more practical, Shelley. Right now, if you go outside there and take policeman, you go to your house where they will allow you to even get closer to the man first. Would you do that?
Go.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. Mama is telling us, right? This man has no badge and he was in the crowd. Okay, what is your badge? What gave you the authority now to go keep going to your house too? Are you law enforcement officer? You have the authority in the country, and you say, you know what? I told the people say I will come and give it today. Who are you? So I mean, the guys, it's interesting. It's interesting. Like, bro, it's not safe, man. That at all. It's not safe for a private citizen to take gun to your house. And say, you know, tomorrow I'll bring it to the police officer. But man, then the police officer on national TV, bring the gun. Nah. But man, what you got the authority to enforce the law? The man is doing something illegal. Then you tell the man, we know you get a gun. Bring it, nah. So man, let's go to the next scene.
Yeah, but go. Bring our gun. It constitutes a criminal offense. We know you got it, and you must bring it. Nah. We're waiting for you. The LMP is taking.
They waiting for it. Imagine, waiting for God.
Before we move on, can you imagine now? Because, like we said, technological era, all the CNN, they are on Facebook. We are seeing police IG talking, Molu showing gun. So international people can see these things. Can you imagine a country of such people? Diallo 11, 12, 25 individuals sending to American embassy and say, we want these people free of charge. They must go in Minnesota and go play game. And you expect the people to allow you that doing the kind of thing to come free of charge.
Yeah.
Good luck to that.
All right. So the next thing I want to I want us to talk about here is this. Let me see the call coming in here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, what's up?
Yeah, you want to contribute to the show?
Yeah, I want to say something about IG is about my issue.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your name and and tell us where you're calling from?
Okay, do afternoon to everybody. Yes, Potato Polo. You know, what mobile model do is that a bad thing, because if police want to do any criminal attitude that people try to read the way they put them up, right? Police people have that of telling they can use. They put it a crowd. How will somebody get armed without no uniform on a person and they say the person that
Hold on. You guys can hear him? But you on mute.
We can hear Kolo, but Shelly was on the other line. I'm telling you to hold on.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, what I'm saying is that you see in Liberia, this country is our own country, but that was thing can happen in our country for some reason, but because really people have different ways they can perform when they want to when they want you for you to be crime, the PC as a crime person or to commit crime, they can find you different ways. That army see that if anybody as a police officer, how will you get more people and the people are happy they are doing erratics and you get more than without your uniform and you get more than they take it arm from you. They take the arm from you as if it's show as the state civilian. It's just going to be easy to just grab the arm from you. That easy. It can't happen. I don't care how small you are. So you have that weapon. Nobody can take a weapon from you easily as a trained officer. So that army was made up already for the RG to see how best to bring down the protest the those that demonstrated to say they are carrying arms. That's why they were trying to do, and they want to shoot. And they say they do that.
Let me follow what you are saying. So you said the security officer are supposed to wear uniform?
It's not your office, but you gotta be that you will be able to identify yourself as a security officer.
To whom? Who should? To whom now? Identify yourself to whom? To Mobile Molu?
Because they are protesting, they are having people rally, right? So if you get one then, and they ask you, who are you with arms?
No, so who are you that asking to security officer? Okay, the protest. Hold on.
Yeah.
The protest was announced, right? The RG he went on radio or on TV and said, you know what, there will be a massive police security presence tomorrow, during the protest. So you don't think they could employ, plain clothes security officers? They got to go and identify themselves to Mobile Molu who they are when people are protesting.
Yes. So let me tell you, if you are really there and you get one of the people and they see you with arms and they say, who are you? And they see you with arms, they say, who are you? You gotta tell them as a good man. And then how will you be as good man civilian with time? You grab arm for you easily.
Yeah, so that why it is suspicious, Kolo. The weapon could be for Mobile Molu because number one, hold on. Yeah. Number one, Mobile Molu show us the weapon, but Mobile Molu did not show us the person that he arrested to take the gun. Why he did not take the picture of the council? Oh yes, the person who took the gun from. Why he wasn't showing all the weapon?
So that when they report the arm, what the RG told you? The RG said the arm for the Liberian government.
Right.
Okay, so why you don't produce the policeman who had that?
But I made a point too. I said the RG2 they should have shown us the security officer that is armed. At least some sort of picture to corroborate both sides' stories.
Yeah, so we have the story again. You don't want to security program do let me tell you the life story. You see all the things they do now. Sometimes they go to somebody else, they say they arrested drug. Sometimes they say you carry a drug and put it on the person that you arrested the drug. So when the armed people come around, that somebody get on, they come around, but they say if you have to, if you wrong. Because any idea to go fly on your head that you don't want to commit a crime.
Yeah, but right now that crime is on Mobile Model because that Mobile Model fingerprint on our weapon. And the police, so they can frame the man at any time. If you know the weapon is not yours, don't put your butt. Kolo, let's get the next person in, but thanks for your contribution.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Shelley, somebody was calling you?
Yeah, but not for that. So they just,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing, I understand Kodo point, right? But at the same time, okay, so it's so interesting, right? Moluba Molu said we've seized the arm from a police officer who has no identification. Well, like you said, Monima Bolu said use the war undercover. How did he know that the officer was undercover? Nobody know. But he said an undercover agent. Okay. So do you know that the security apparatus has the right to post individual to be undercover? That means they don't have to wear uniform that you will see them to know that they are police officer, and that's for security reason.
Right.
Now, the police IG sitting in the office wherever he was at, saw the arm without any evidence or whatever. He knew straight automatically that the arm belonged to Liberian police. Anybody can have the same gun. You didn't see the serial number of that arm, not on that video to say, oh, I saw the serial number and I compare it to our arms here, and then how we know that it's for Liberian police. You just saw the gun straight. He said, if for Liberian police, how do you know?
No, but Perkins, it could be that because he said around that area they had a protester, they have a security officer that were going to a security assigned around that area. All right, so it could be that he has a communication that, oh yeah, they got something happened, they took a weapon from him. They apparently they communicated with him, right? But again, we are just conjecturing right now. We are guessing. We don't have any evidence. No, we can't see the police officer. Nothing. We only see Bomba Molu holding a gun, and he said he will bring it back tomorrow. Even though when you are going there, he did not carry a gun. But going home now and carry a gun with him, he said, "Oh, tomorrow I'll be man." They said they have bring a gun. So the police did the right thing to arrest him, but I just thought it was so weird that the police would say, "We know you get a gun. Bring it right now. Then you got to wait until the next day before you go. Arrest." But let's go to the next thing, guys. Let's see what comes out of it. So the next thing I want us to talk about here is let's talk about Sinoe a little bit here. So July 9 was Sinoe homecoming. The people, Sinoe County, they went back home to celebrate. But let's play a quick video, and I will give you context about the homecoming stuff they had. Let's see. The first one here, I'll make it Ayatollah last.
Sinoe County, and today is the homecoming grand celebration of the July 9 of Sinoe County citizens coming together to celebrate the birth of Sinoe County July 9 today. So wherever you are, and keep following. A huge thanks out this hour. Citizens from the diaspora, from Voice of Sinoe County, all over the world, gather here today in Sinoe County to celebrate the July 9, the birth anniversary of Sinoe County. You are seeing our sisters who left Sinoe for years. Now they are back celebrating the homecoming of this event. So you are seeing them in their white and green. Here we are parading from the J. Dominic Bing City Hall ground. From the J. Dominic Bing City Hall ground all the way to the administrative building, a sign of reconciliation, togetherness, and building Sinoe County. Back here, you see the John security folks giving the maximum and also participating at the holiday of Sinoe County, July 9. They are all in their attires with different colors. Many thanks to them. Number 3, Representative Alexander Bonoa is also part of the celebration today. I see you warming up, celebrating the homecoming. Protocol. The man will be on the line, so the other group can follow the line. Yeah? Thank you. All right, Noah. I see you smiling this morning. Welcome to the homecoming program, and welcome to Total Labra TV.
All right. I just want to know the question that I want us to ask, or I want us to probe on this topic: should the indigenous Sinoeans celebrate July 9? Okay, if you don't know what July 9 is, I hope the historian will hear Patrick to kind of explain it later or a little bit more. But July 9.
I did some research on it. July 9. It's
okay, so yeah, I'll give you the opportunity to give your take on it. So
Well, I would
July,
say like they are July 9. It's kind of like the Independence Day for Liberia, but the Independence Day for Sinoe County, because as I read, that's when Sinoe County was actually formed, according to them.
yeah. So that's why I'll come to you. You get your take on that. So July 9, 1838. That's when an organization called Mississippi Colonization Society went there to carry the settlers, and they established what we today call Sinoe County. Perkins and Shelley, when the Mississippi Colonization Society went there, they met people on the ground. Our people had their system of government, everything set up. These people came and imposed their system of government on the people. And I think Patrick told us the other day, because if you do the research, Sinoe County been in existence before the Republic of Liberia, because that Liberia is 1847 and Sinoe County is 1838. So we've been around longer than Liberia. Okay. These people, they suppressed the majority for 100 and some more years before joining the ACS, the American Colonization Society. All right. The people colonized us. We, the indigenous people. And then I see the sons and daughters. I don't know what are some of the people, the American Liberian money, I'm quite sure. All right. But the majority, they were oppressed. Patrick, not Patrick, but Perkins and Shelley. And then our Ayatollah, Sonny Boy Noah, who say, you know, I am the liberator of the people of Sinoe County. I'm the new generation. Okay. And the new generation, the Ayatollah, is going there and celebrating July 9, 1838, when the majority of our people were oppressed. Perkins, if you are not read Liberty Hijacked by Kaiwule, get you a copy. And see how the people treated our people in Sinoe. It's not for 1 month. It's not for 2 months. It's not for Patrick, Shelley, 100 and some more years they treated the people. And we have our man who say, you know, it's a generational change. The young people of Sinoe County, they say they are enlightened. And they are celebrating the day of the oppressor, the settlers. What do you guys think about this? Why is it that we do not celebrate our own thing? Why we cannot celebrate the elders that resisted those colonists or the colonizers? Why we can't find a day to celebrate? Why we can't find a day for the people that protected the land, because the people went and invaded and kill our people and beat them and did all the humiliating things you can think of. But we had Noah, the Sapo Arab man, going there to celebrate the colonization day. I hope Patrick will be part of the team. Internet will be nice, because I want to see what Patrick got to say. But Shelley, what do you make of this? Are we miseducated, as Cato Woosen would say, the miseducation of the Negro? We celebrate the oppressors? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I mean,
Shelley, please, I want to hold you there. Send Patrick, internet is not good.
Yeah, let Patrick go.
Patrick is struggling today.
Yeah, Madison.
Are you hearing us?
Yeah. I'm hearing you. Are you getting me?
Yes, yeah, you are clear. We want to get your take. Your internet is not too good. What do you make of this July 9? Should the people of Sinoe County, all of us, especially the indigenous people, should we celebrate July 9, or we should find another day to celebrate? Yeah, Patrick is struggling. Patrick.
I want to apologize to those following us today.
All right, Patrick's still glitching out.
Are you there?
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me apologize to those following us today. It has been a very disappointing day for me when it comes to internet connectivity. It's sad for Liberia. Yes, at 179 people can access the internet. So issue about should we celebrate July 9, or should we find another day to celebrate? Yes, July 9 is World Celebration, just as July 26, the day Sinoe was established as a county or as a colony before moving into a county status. This day, is historically important to us as a people, to us as a county, and to us as a community. It shows our resilience. Celebration shows our resilience to prosper to this level at 188. And it also reflects our ability to move through the toils and struggles, from 1838, July 9, to walk from Pioneer Wall, where we call Water Street in downtown, to march from Water Street, to expand our county boundaries to as far as Vubadi today. This is something historically that could not have been possible, but God made it possible, and we are proud to celebrate that day. So yes, the day is worth celebration, is worth celebrating, and the day must always be celebrated and honoring the legacy, honoring the achievements, honoring the accomplishments, and honoring our wonders as a county and as a people. So my answer to you is yes. The day is worth celebration.
Before I bring the next person on. Patrick, before I bring the next person on, whose legacy are you celebrating?
Yeah. We are celebrating the legacy of the people of Sinoe. The people.
What? The people who are the people that were oppressed, because you said the legacy, because July 9, 1838 is the day of the oppressors. So are you celebrating the legacy of the oppressors? What are you celebrating?
So this argument has resurfaced again about oppression, and non-oppression. No, that argument has been defeated a long time. And the notion of
Patrick, I don't know who defeated the argument, but let's bring Shelley on. Let's bring Shelley on.
I come in. No, you ask. Let me answer the question. You ask whose legacy. All right, whose legacy? The oppressed, the oppressors, or the oppressed. And let me say this: that we are celebrating the legacy of the leaders, the people of Sinoe. We are celebrating
Patrick, let's do it this way. I want us to be clear. You clear with the distinction. Is it yes or no? Should we celebrate the legacy? Is it for the oppressed or the oppressor? Which one? Who is it for? Let's establish that fact.
But in the first place, there are no oppressors and there are no oppressed. There's no oppressor and there is no oppressed. Let's get that established first. Let's get that fact established first.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get that fact established.
I don't agree with you, though.
Now,
I just think have we established a fact?
Yeah. Have we established a fact that there is no oppressed and there is no oppressor?
That's a fiction. But go ahead.
Okay. So have we established a fact that there was no oppressed and there is no oppressor? The people of Sinoe are celebrating great leaders legacy of great leaders like the Matthew Zaza, for instance. All right, in our time, in our generation, we celebrating the legacy of great leaders like.
All right, let's bring Shelley. Patrick is glitching us so bad today. Shelley.
You really messing with Patrick's internet. Someone says on here that
no,
Patrick internet.
Matthew Zaza In conclusion, Matthew Zaza built on the legacy of 1838.
Patrick, you're on mute. You put yourself on mute. All right, let Shelley. Did Mr. Zaza build on...
because no, because
Patrick, you are messing on the floor today. Let's get the next person, please.
Patrick, new haircut comes with a internet connection problem. You know, I believe the person that commented that her new haircut come with an internet connection problem. So we'll just leave it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of get where Patrick is coming from, but I think there's a lot of things that are missing, right? They're celebrating Mississippi, what is it called? Mississippi
Colonization Society.
Colonization Society. I'm reading some comment. I want to understand that people.
Shelley, I sorry for interrupting you. I wanted to give a little context so that the people can also follow the history a little bit, right? Please, I want to read something to the people. So Patrick is saying this July 9, 1838 is glorious for Sinoe County. So let's read a little bit of what the people did, right? So they said the relationship between the settlers and the indigenous peoples in what is now Sinoe County was complex and changed over time, right? Historical records indicate there were periods of cooperation, but also significant conflict, displacement, and unequal treatment. Okay, that the history of Sinoe that Patrick is talking about, let's say indigenous peoples before the settlers. Before settlers from the Mississippi Colonization Society arrived in 1838, the region was home to several indigenous groups, including the Sapo National Park, area's ancestral communities such as the Sapo, Kru, and Grebo peoples. These communities had established political systems, trade networks, and cultural traditions long before the colony was founded. Then here is the interaction, early interaction. Initially, settlers sought to establish trading relationships and in some cases negotiated with local leaders for land. However, these agreements were often interpreted very differently by each side, okay? Indigenous leaders frequently viewed them as agreements to share or allow settlement on the land. Many settlers, listen to the settler South, many settlers and colonial authorities viewed them as permanent transfers of ownership under Western legal concepts, okay? This difference in understanding became a source of tension, okay? So then the conflict and military force. As the settlement expanded, dispute arose over land, trade, and political authority. Armed conflicts occurred between settlers and some indigenous communities. Colonial authorities organized militia campaigns to suppress resistance. They don't want the people to campaign for their own land, right? Suppress resistance when local groups challenge settler control. All right. Then let's see political equality. Let me show you political equality and social inequity. During much of the 19th century, the settler government exercised political authority over surrounding indigenous communities. Indigenous people generally did not enjoy the same political rights as American Liberian settlers. Many indigenous communities were expected to pay taxes or recognize the authority of officials appointed by the settler, even though they were not part of the government, right? Access to education, government positions, and economic opportunity was often much more limited for indigenous people, all right? So this is the history that Patrick and Sonny Boy, Noah, and others, they are saying we should celebrate. Okay, so Shelley, you are in speech. I just wanted to give a little context and see the relationship between the people that Patrick is supporting. All right, Patrick is glitching.
I mean, I won't necessarily say Patrick is supporting people. I think it is. It's sad to say it's a Liberian thing where we focus more on celebration versus getting educated on, like, for sure, what are we celebrating? You know, you celebrate something when there is improvement, when there is something that you can see that is changing lives. You celebrate that, right? So the people in Sinoe, they get together and they're celebrating Mississippi Colonization Day. And I'm sure most young people don't even understand what that means. They need to get the history of it and what kind of benefit have we gotten from Mississippi Colonization Day? Like, what is the benefit that we can show to our young people and say, you know why we are celebrating this day? Because you see that school that over there, it came from there, or you see this college is from there, or this other thing. It's because of that we are celebrating it. But our young people get on the streets to celebrate something that has no meaning or that's not going to add anything to their lives, but they're celebrating it. And I understand, Patrick, like, oh, it's kind of like their Independence Day. Honestly, I love our country, but sometimes our Independence Day is just like, God, what are we celebrating? What do we have to show for a country that was the first to get their freedom? What are we showing? We need to have something that we can show to celebrate. So we don't have that, but yet we believe in, yeah, it's okay for us to celebrate Mississippi Day, Independence Day. Yes, I get it. But we need to educate our people when it comes to, like, celebrating Mississippi Day in Sinoe County and people get together. And I don't like the fact that you have to drag Sonny Boy Noah into it, because I think it's like, okay, like, people are celebrating this. So as a representative, I'm going to go to show my respect. I think there's a reason why he was there. But also, though, I will hold him accountable. Like, let's get together. Let's kind of understand those different days and stuff that we are celebrating. Let's understand the benefit from those days before, now, and after. So we don't have that at all. So I won't, and you put a question, right? Like, it's a, should we celebrate it? I would say no. At least no to me, because I don't see any meaning is adding to our lives at all. That money they take to celebrate that day, they can take that money and put it into some kind of library for our children to go and read and understand the history of Sinoe County and be able to learn something or be meaningful with their life. But that's just my take on it. I won't celebrate it or encourage people to celebrate it.
So, but I mean, before I let you off the hook, though, why do you not like me measuring Noah?
I didn't say I didn't like you measuring Noah. So let's get that point. Let's get that part clear. I'm saying, as a representative, it is his job. Right? When people are together and celebrating, he's there to go and be part of it. It will come a point to now where if Noah didn't show up, you will come here and complain. Why did Noah show up to this very historical day where the people of Sinoe County are together and trying to celebrate? I cannot believe the Arab man did not show up. I will say clearly that you love Sonny Boy Noah's name. You have to mention the honorable man's name in every conversation.
Shelley,
I'm here to defend my boy that he went to celebrate our Sinoe people to be part of what they are celebrating as a representative. That is his job, and he was doing it.
No, Sonny Boy Noah was not elected to go celebrate the anniversary of the oppressors. That's not what we elected Sonny Boy Noah
Well,
for.
the
Charlie, you spoke, and let me
celebration
speak
is
too now.
what the Sinoe people believed that they needed to celebrate. So what he was doing, he was not going to celebrate
Shirley,
the oppressor.
give me an opportunity,
He was there
please.
to represent the Sinoe people, and
No.
that is his job. He's doing his job to represent, to be there to support the Sinoe people.
No, Shirley, again, I repeat, Noah wasn't elected to go and celebrate the people that killed our ancestors. No, that's not what we elected Noah for.
But that's not what he was there for. You won't know
just
that.
said celebrate, so what are you celebrating?
No, I'm saying Noah was there because the Sinoe people were together, regardless whether they were celebrating the whatever.
What was the celebration about, Shirley?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. You have to know what the celebration is about.
Noah was doing his job.
Noah was not elected to go celebrate the oppressors' day. No, that's not what we elected Noah.
Was elected to represent the Sinoe people.
Shirley, please give me your time. Let me talk to you now.
You just love my Sonny Boy Noah. Love the man's name.
Shirley, give me the opportunity and let me talk to you. I don't want you to filibuster the whole thing. Okay, yes. Please go on mute if you don't mind, so I can bring up Perkins. Okay. I agree. I partially agree with you. I love Sonny Boy Noah's name. You know why? Because the man said he is young and he is coming to change things for us. All right. And since the man got there, he has not changed one thing in Sinoe County. And that's why I'm talking about him. I talk about what you call Milton TIJ for years. And we took the man for power. I have no reason to be talking about him now. We put Chie there, and Chie is also a relic of history. So I'm talking about a guy who is relatively young, who told us I'm bringing generational change. And he is now repeating everything that is settled there. He even went there and dancing with the people, they hit on the ballot of our people, the elders, the people that died 100 and some more years, the people suppress us. And Sonny Boy Noah is going there, bastardizing the memory of the elders and the ancestors, the people before that fought, that were killed by those settlers, that were oppressed by those settlers. And you were saying, I shouldn't say something about it because I love Sonny Boy. But Perkins, should we celebrate July 9, 1838, the day that the people, they murder our people? It's not for one day, for 100 and some more years. And Shirley is saying she will not support that day, but Sonny Boy Noah should go there and celebrate. I mean, I don't know what the contradiction.
Yeah, so I was just about to mention that too. Shirley had a beautiful take on the topic, and I kind of agree with some of the things she said. And Shirley was right on point until you mentioned Sonny Boy name.
What did you agree with?
I'll come there. So by now, Doc, you should understand, Sonny Boy is Shirley's best friend. Even though Shirley is not partial in her opinion.
So Shirley had not met Sonny Boy, I think once. So they're not best friends. So you don't want to use the word best.
Well, but Shirley was sending some teenagers to come for her in America. Sonny Boy was going to bring it, or Sonny. But when Sonny Boy came on the program, Sonny Boy bossed Shirley here with a donation he donated to our people. So hands down. So, but you know, this is an interesting topic, right, Doc? And the thing is, if we want, like you keep saying, let's put context to this in particular conversation so that people will have an understanding of what we're talking about. For me, and that's just me, that's my opinion. I believe that no day, not even the so-called independent day of Liberia, should be celebrated. I don't celebrate July nothing.
We'll come to that topic because another subject on the discussion. Let's deal with Sinoe first.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just laying my foundation. I don't celebrate no independent. I don't celebrate flag. I don't celebrate nothing about Liberia on these days because I believe there's nothing to be celebrating. You know, when we were coming up, some of us had the opportunity. I will say this again. Some of us had the opportunity to go in the interior and visit our grandfolks. We I know how to farm to the best of my ability. I know how to fish. I know how to hunt to the best of my ability. I learned these skills because my folks were able to connect me to my root. I am able to speak my native tongue. Now, when some of us came back into Monrovia, there was this notion that guys or people like us or kids like us who came back from in the interior and can speak our native tongue, they call our country children. So the Monrovia children at the time don't want to be our friends in the yard. Oh, who come and be friends with our country boy? So those were the notion and the belief that we grew up with. So it was more civilized to our people for a child not to be able to speak their native tongue. That means you are more civilized if you don't know how to speak your dialect. If you know how to speak your dialect, you country. And when you country, that's a bad thing. That's why our society portrays. Now, when we look at other nationals from all over the world, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, for example, the Somalian, even in the great United States, the first language that children that are born here can start to speak is their native tongue from before they go to school. And what that does is it connects them straight to their root. They learn about where they are from and who they are, and they know the importance of who they are. We Liberians don't have that. 85% of our youth don't even understand any language in Liberia at all, talk less of speaking it. That is a direct a disconnection between you and your culture. We are lost. We have no culture whatsoever. So this is a deep topic that when we venture into it, it's going to just give some people headache. But some of us understand these things today. I don't believe anything should be celebrated about colonizing Liberia or 1847 or anything of that nature. I think like what Shelley said, if anything, we should be educating our people more about these events, about these days, about these happenings. Let our youth and children get to know what it means. We were oppressed by our own skin color or whatever happened in the past. Let it be taught to the new generation so that we can know the importance of these days. But that is not what's happening. Everybody want to celebrate something. Everybody just want to be fake happy, fake, and just jump in the street and just make noise and go home, and that's it. They don't know the ramification or the importance of the dates they are celebrating. They have oh man, I'm telling you, you're sorry, call my grandma calling me when she called me, I answer her on the other phone. Yeah. So sometimes it makes me sad. I remember 3 years ago, I was in Philly and we were visiting someplace, and man.
Yeah, Perky, you want to answer the Omar? Let me put you back there.
Omar.
And then, yeah. So Shelley, I personally think, just the same way we should not celebrate the massacre of Charles Taylor. Those things can be in the museum, all right? We can document these things and put them in the museum for people to learn, for our children to learn them, right? But for us to commemorate them, for us to celebrate, to have a special day to celebrate those days, it becomes a problem for me. Especially if those that did it, right? Or those whose ancestors did that, if they want to do it, that's their choice, right? But Shelley, that's Sayopode. My last name is Sayopode. All right. I should not be celebrating Joseph Jenkins Rabo people history. No. Sinoe should not be celebrating what the settler did. No. In any case, let's look at our history. The elders, the chiefs that fought to maintain their land, because when the people came, they encroached on their land. And some of them fought severely to keep the people off their land. Let's look for some of those people and look for a day in honor of those people, right? But I can't be in my right mind going to Sinoe County. The people that even oppress you for 1 week, 1 month, that 100 and some more years, the whole generation of people, they damaged. They never had a right to vote. They never participated in any government. But Sonny Boy Noah, who say I'm enlightened, I am educated. Then a man, he going to Sinoe County, look how he jogging. Let me play a video. Shelley, I know Shelley don't like it, but I will play. Now I let you be all Shelly. It can be fun. You know what I'm saying? The Sonny boy Noah going there, he bluffing in front of people. What you are doing, you are making the ancestors, your forefathers, your foreparents, your mothers, to be crying in a grave when you go there joking over their bodies, over their pains. What do people do?
Number 3, Representative Alexander Noah is also part of the celebration today. I see you warming up, celebrating the homecoming.
And when you look at look, one would think that you will see Sinoe County with skyscrapers because 1838 that place was established. See how that place looks. That shows you, Shirley, the people never had time for our people. They never get time for them. Their job there is to just loot the resources, send it back to the United States, make our people prisoners, make them slaves in their own land. And then somebody will tell me, oh, the man does not understand history. Yes, I do. That's why I'm not celebrating. In as much, I will not celebrate Charles Taylor. I will not celebrate Prince Johnson. I should not celebrate the people that oppress people for 100 and some more years and kill people. Why are you celebrating that day? Breaking your uncles before the old man call you.
Yes. Yeah, so and that's exactly what we're saying. Can you imagine 2003 sitting down, and I thought the guy was joking, but then it turned out to be a full-blown conversation where we start disagreeing. Some people won't fire off. I'm sitting down, we all sitting down in a gallery, having a conversation, everybody giving their opinion about different topics. My friend who didn't see me for long, he came, so oh, back home, man, down there, you won't send you all down, no more, who start speaking out in. The other guy jump on my man. What kind of illiterate people are you? You're sitting in a group of you, and you start speaking your dialect. So what makes that illiterate? Because these are the things that we used to say back then. I couldn't believe that one of our kind who has so much idea on different topics, I thought he was joking, but the guy was serious. The fact that me and my colleague were speaking our dialect, it makes us illiterate, it makes us uncivilized. So I try to point out that when we in America and you go to work and a Spanish man, me, another Spanish man, and they can ask you, excuse me, before they start speaking Spanish. They don't ask for excuse before they speak any dialect. Why should we ask you for excuse? It's not about you. So you could be gossiping about us, or you could be saying any bad thing about, and that is the mentality of our people.
But Perkins, I just want to make one correction. Do not call your language dialect. Your language is not a dialect.
Okay.
For Ibanez, for example, it's a dialect of English. So nobody has the street sample, for example, right? So,
right.
So because a dialect is the corruption of the original language. So, for instance, in Liberia, when we say colloquial, right? Colloquial is a dialect of English, right? Because it's not proper English. So don't call your language dialect, because that's what the colonizers, that's your trick there. You pull your team down and you pull their team up. That's what they do. They want to celebrate their own. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You are right on point with that. That's our language. It's not a dialect. Dialect is a sub language of any language, like you said. But just to make our viewer and followers to understand exactly where we're coming from, that's why I use the word dialect. But yeah, these are our languages, But for instance, again, we had a conversation, and a lot of people, yeah, mama, you can just speak your language, and more people were out there in their excuse. So yeah, are we today? Many of us, we can't speak our languages, so we're not able to teach our children what we don't know. And I want to emphasize on that. That is a huge disconnect between us and our tradition. Because of that, we have no idea who our forefathers are, where they came from, who they were, what they believe in. I usually tell our people before the arrival of Christianity, what do you think our forefathers used to believe in? What was their way of worshiping? You think they were waiting for the Europeans to come in Africa before they became Christians? No, they had their own way of life. They had their own belief system. And so because our forefathers that passed away long ago before the arrival of Christianity, so where are they going? Are they going to hell or heaven according to Christianity? Where are they going? We don't know. So these
will tell us where they are going.
These are things that we need to talk about. And I believe there was one of the presidents who were trying to make what's the dialect? Pellet, our national speaking language, and blazo, nothing of that sort. Go in Ghana, the people teach tree in schools. The people, you gotta be nationalistic and patriotic. You got to love yourself. One of my Facebook friends yesterday, I was bored. I just see on Facebook, Johnson, Peter, David, these names there, they are popular names that people are not related. They have in Liberia. Your name, so I name all of them. I say Johnson, Peter, Paul, David. They are all slave master names. The men get things that causing me. So these are some of us all when we get to know these things. We want direct connection to our roots. We want to be identified exactly to who we are. I'm not saying because you are a descendant of slaves and slave master or settlers or conquerors, so you shouldn't own that. That is your history. You can own it. But we, the indigenous, should also find a way to own who we are. Let us not try to be so-called civilized by denying our heritage, by denying our tradition, by denying who we are. And that is the psychological colonization that has happened, which is more deadlier than the physical. And
but who is Sean? Psychological colonization. Shirley, you have any final thought on this so we can go to the next one?
I have someone that reached out that want to come in, so I told him to call. So you want to have his saying. I don't know if he say.
Yeah, if you guys never call him, yeah. But
okay, let me call him.
I hold on, Sonny boy, you calling you?
No, but you can call Sonny boy not to get your opinion. Yeah, but Perkins.
I'm calling him. Let's see he answer.
Okay. Yeah, but while we are waiting for him.
You are on speaker. Introduce yourself and they can hear you. You are on live.
Hello. Hey guys. Shelly, how you guys doing? I've been following the program. My name is Orlando Doy.
They can hear you, Orlando. Go ahead.
Yeah. Following the topic concerning what Dag was saying about that day shouldn't be celebrated. And I just wanted him to come up with that question again. Let me know what he was really talking about.
Like July 9 is the Mississippi Colonization Day for Sinoe County. Basically, their Independent Day in quotation. So, and they usually celebrate it every year. So that is saying, what's the purpose of that? Why are they celebrating it? What's the benefit of celebrating that day? And yeah,
I think I got that. I think a few questions I wanted to ask that too as well. Okay, were they really celebrating that day, or was it a homecoming?
When he gets off the phone, I will answer the question. Yeah, so he can go ahead.
Yeah, so he want you to go ahead and gather your thought, and then he'll answer the question.
So my point I just wanted to make here is, it was not the celebration of that day.
Okay.
It was a homecoming. Okay, it was a homecoming where Sinoeans from every part of the world were supposed to go back to Sinoe and celebrate that day. And it comes with a lot of things. It comes with a lot of things. So it's not just about a day that they went to celebrate. No. So somehow we will be missing the point when we say it is a Mississippi Day, we're going to celebrate. And I even have different view on the issue of people being oppressed and not being oppressed, right? The name Sinoe was given, I think, somewhere around 1843. When that name was given, Sinoe. So when people going back to Sinoe, homecoming, going back to Sinoe to do a homecoming, it's not that Mississippi Day they're going to celebrate. It has to do with every tribe from Sinoe, everybody from Sinoe for that matter, going back home and to contribute somehow towards the society. It's not about homecoming. And you made mention about
you mean it's not about celebration, because you did say it's a homecoming.
Yeah, it's not about celebration. Sorry about that. It's not about celebration. It's about homecoming. It's not day.
Ask him what is homecoming.
They say, oh, they're going back to celebrate Mississippi Day. Nobody want to celebrate Mississippi Day.
Okay,
they went back because of the homecoming.
So
and
what?
You made mention something about Sonny Boy Noah.
So before you go to Sonny Boy Noah, what's your definition of homecoming? And also, it says something that that homecoming in quotation that you are mentioning, could it be something that they can celebrate another day instead of the 9?
So that's another discussion. That's another discussion.
Okay, so what's your
Homecoming-
definition of homecoming first?
Homecoming is clear. If you are far from home, you're going back there, you are coming home. Individual can go back home. But the county decided, or organization decided to make a one day where everybody will gather in Sinoe. Some people, look, there are a lot of people who left Sinoe in the 80s, some in the 70s, some in the 90s. Like for me, I left Sinoe in 1998. If I was in Liberia, I would have gone back to Sinoe, right? So there were a lot of people who went back. People attended schools there, going there to see those schools, going there to see friends, all the family people. Okay? Going there, you're going with cash, you're going to spend money. It boosts the economy as well. There are a lot of things involved. People going there to say, oh, this place I have left from here for a long time ago. I have not done something yet. It's about time I come back, probably to build a shelter or to do this, to do that, to start business or other. So it is an opportunity given to Sinoeans. It is an opportunity given to those that are even residing there.
So if I hear you
go ahead.
clearly, you are saying that the 9 is the day that the people that travel out of the country that have been out of Sinoe for a long time, there is the day that they're supposed to go back, or can they go back any other day?
No, my 20-year individual go back there. There are other people who even went there to that particular day. So people then go back home. But an organization, I think it was a group of people who started that then we chose the day on the 9th for everybody to name it as homecoming, for everybody to go back and and have fun and do other things. So it's the process. It's not just like people going to celebrate Mississippi.
So Madison has a question. Madison has a question for you.
When you say people, selected that day, who were the people that selected that day?
So let me be frank with you. I don't know the group of people who were part, because I got a call from a guy here. Said, oh, there will be a homecoming. Even that some text messages I got, it will be this day was selected for homecoming, right? I know it started from the 70s, it started from the 80s. People been doing that, as I learned. They've been doing that. It's not the first time for them to do it. So it's just a homecoming. Homecoming is different from celebrating a day.
So when you say homecoming, what did he say the definition of homecoming was again?
He said people coming from all part of the world.
When you leave your county, you go to the urban area to live there. You go overseas to live there. And people decide that they're not set the day aside, choose the day to make it as homecoming, where everybody will go congregate to our county to have fun and do other things. Share business idea. A lot of things going on. It's not just about having fun. Other people went over there, have other business proposal, other things they have to do there. It's part of the process. So it is not that day they went over there to say, this day is a Mississippi Day. You're not going to celebrate Mississippi Day. You never heard anybody talking about Mississippi Day.
So before we let you go, and then Madison will answer the other question that you asked earlier. First, you are not sure who all came up with that idea, or let's pick July 9 to make it a homecoming day. So assuming you have your kids and they start celebrating July 9.
There was a little break in. Can you repeat yourself?
So I say you said clearly when Madison, they asked you who are the people that came up with the idea of celebrating, or let's say you say, I shouldn't say celebrating, homecoming, making July 9 the homecoming. You are not sure, but you said you got a phone call. So assuming you explaining it to your little child who have no idea about Sinoe or Liberia, and you're trying to educate him about your culture, what would you say about July 9 that he would take and be like, okay, historically, my father explained to me July 9 is homecoming, came about because of this reason, or the amount of people, or the group of people, the people that came up with the idea. How would you educate your child on that?
So the first thing is, let us establish July 9. What is that day? We all know, right?
We don't know. I don't know.
What was the intent for those that formulated this day to put it on July 9? That should be the discussion. That should be the discussion. What was the intent for them putting this homecoming day on July 9? That should be the discussion.
So do you know the
But
intent?
not to just conclude to say because July 9, it is the Mississippi Day, and they decided to put it on it, so it's a Mississippi Day. That's my point I'm making.
Okay.
What was the intent?
All right, Orlando.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your contribution, man. Thank you so much. I'll get my take on.
Before I leave, before I leave, let me talk about the Noah issue. I always follow your show to some extent, right? But these little things, we should understand that when people are leaders, the respect should be given to them. It's not everything you have to blame a leader. Noah is the representative. Noah is one of the representatives of Sinoe County. And days like these that occur, Noah, it is his responsibility as a representative to show off to his people that elected him. He works for the people. He works for himself. When the people decide that this day is going to be celebrated, he should be among those people to celebrate the day. So don't blame Noah to say Noah was there dancing, this, that. We shouldn't proceed that way, brother. We are all young. Okay. We shouldn't proceed that way.
All right. Thank you. Let's get to the next person here, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Shirley, I want to say thanks to Orlando, right? But Orlando miseducated our people. All right. July 9, 1838, right? Is celebrated in Sinoe because it is traditionally recognized as the date when settlers, sponsored by the Mississippi Colonization Society, arrived at the mouth of the Sinoe River and established what became the Mississippi in Africa, okay? Mississippi in Africa colony. Over time, this date came to be observed as Sinoe Founding Day or Sinoe Homecoming, all right? So it is the day for the settlers, all right? It's not a day for me to leave my village in Sinoe County from Bubadi and Pelican and go to Greenville and go dance Mississippi Day. No, it wasn't where the people go to talk business. No, it was the day the colonizers came. That's when the Mississippi Colonization Society carried the settlers. And they start to celebrate that day. And over time, our people who are miseducated, like Sonny Boy Noah, he joined the people. That's what's going on. So we have, like Perkins said, our people are psychologically colonized, and we have to decolonize them. Sonny Boy Noah is psychologically colonized. Even her supporter, Shirley, does not agree with him. Because Shirley is psychologically decolonized, and Sonny Boy Noah is psychologically colonized. And so they are on different outlines.
I'm about to leave. You are just too much for yourself.
So, man,
you are so playful.
Hold on. Yeah, Shirley, you made me laugh.
My time is kind of up, though. I don't want to.
Yeah, okay. Quickly before you go. So, Orlando said respect should be given to our leaders. I don't think leaders should get pro bono respect, at least from me. You don't get free respect. You must do something that will impact me and the people that you are leading. I don't give you respect because you bear the title leader or representative. No. When you are wearing sunglasses in the Capitol building and your people don't have nothing in the county, they sleep in darkness, and our man said, no, respect the man. Why am I kowtowing to you when the people are sleeping in darkness and you are in the Capitol building and dressing the Arab man? Why should I celebrate you? Why? Where in the world you see lawmaker wear sunglasses in the Capitol building?
You know I have different pictures, right? I need to upgrade that picture.
Get your own picture. That the picture the one I want. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Perkins, the man, he's celebrating the Mississippi Colonization Day in Sinoe County, and he is also celebrating the Arab people. All right, the man does not know who he is. Okay, he does not know.
The man we say our own, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We need a show specifically about Sonny Boy Noah because you always on
lastly, before Perkin goes, our man Orlando said, it is Mr. Noah's responsibility to go and celebrate with the people. No, it is not Noah's responsibility. The last time I checked, the cardinal responsibility of Noah, lawmaking, oversight, and representation. The man failed in all those areas, but then he's going to celebrate the oppressor's day. And Orlando is saying, no, respect the man for doing that. No, you don't earn. You have to earn my respect. Said Noah got in the house. He had not sponsored one bill. So what am I respecting this man? But Perkin, go ahead.
Yeah. So rather than the gentleman on the phone just now, what's his name?
Orlando.
Rather than Orlando saying that it is Sonny Boy's responsibility to go celebrate, I think what he meant to say was it is in Sonny Boy Noah's political interest to go and celebrate. Because that way...
The man is not for Greenville. The man for District Number 3. So you going to Greenville to celebrate, it politically it has nothing to you.
Well, yeah, but you know, since surrounding constituencies, so now
unless you say Noah does voter trucking, then a different thing. That means he goes over there to haul the people to District Number 3, and 2029 will make sure Noah does not do voter trucking. No way. We'll make sure the man is defeated.
So besides that, I watched a movie the other day, and the chief of staff of the president were going back and forth, and the president said, "Remember, you work for me, not the other way around." And the chief of staff said, "Mr. President, you got it wrong. You work for the people, and I am the people, so you work for me." So I'm saying that to say, Sonny Boy Noah work for the people of Sinoe County and Liberia, not the other way around. So Sonny Boy should respect us more.
I'm confused.
Confused about what?
I'm confused because that example doesn't fit the topic. Second of all, it doesn't fit what Sonny Boy Noah's purpose was when he went over there to celebrate with his people.
I see why you're confused.
He is working for the people.
Listen,
and he has been showing it in his doing that he's working for the people and the people not working for him.
I see why you are confused about what I just said.
Yeah, I am confused.
That's why I say I see why you're confused, because you're not paying attention. You only you hear the name Sonny Boy and then you just won't comment. But listen to me again.
The woman, she got the right to defend Sonny Boy, and that's your apology for Sonny Boy Noah, but go ahead.
Yeah, but understand what anybody is saying about Sonny Boy, then you know how to defend that correctly. Or the guy said that should respect Sonny Boy as a leader. That is saying Sonny Boy as a leader need to earn his respect for him. Not because he go wear dark glasses and he represented it, so he automatically earn respect. So that's why I come here and said the president forgot and told his chief of staff that he is the president and the chief of staff worked for him. And the chief of staff said, "No, Mr. President, you work for the people and I am the people. So you work for me, not the other way around." Sonny Boy should do everything in his power to earn our respect because he worked for us. Now pay attention, Shelley. Not the other way around. Sonny Boy is not a leader for us to follow and be clapping our hand because he go in the House of Representatives to work dark glasses because there is no law for him to puff up. Because what can you see in a place where there is no sun and you put that on your face, nothing you will see. So
can we do our closing statement because we're about to change the show to Sonny Boy Noah?
Okay, so yeah, but I'm following the show because I gotta go take care of something real quick. But I'm online, I'm following the show. If I could even close without being on camera, if you can allow that, then no problem. But I'm following.
No, we're closing now.
No, we are not closing. We are not closing. Because I got one major topic to talk about.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So Shelley will lead something about business, but our people, our children, need to be educated about every day and event that they are celebrating, because that's how we know and that's how we help to get reconnected to our history and our tradition and know who we are and what we're from and what we are about. Other than that, celebrating homecoming, but say don't call it celebration, call it homecoming. Homecoming of what? Homecoming of whom? They are not from Sinoe County. They came from America here to Sinoe County. Sinoe County at home. So homecoming of who? But anyway, that's another topic. But I'm following, like I said, when we reach a point
Okay, we
for me
get
to
it.
do my
Bye.
closing, then I will be here.
Okay, so but Shirley, so let's talk. Perkins is leaving, but the next topic is July 26th and April 12th. Okay, those are two major dates in the history of Liberia. All right, so July 26th is coming up, which is celebrated in Liberia as the Independence Day of Liberia, 1847. Okay, so again, it goes back to our initial discussion. We, the majority, because the last time I checked, Liberia is a republic, and let me see, Perkins is back.
No, Patriot is coming back.
No, I think Perkins, but he's on mute. All right, so Shirley, July 26th is coming. And Patrick just told us, people are buying around the city. They are getting ready for jubilation. Shirley, it goes back to the same conversation we are having. In Sinoe County, we celebrate the day of the oppressor, the day they arrived, 1838, July 9. Okay? And now, as a nation, the same thing that happened in Sinoe County, because Sinoe County is older than Liberia, okay? So they colonized the ACS, the American Colonization Society. They never wanted the black people to carry them over there. And the people, they met the majority on the ground and they suppressed them for 133 years. In order for the majority to participate in their government, a young man called Master Sergeant Samuel Kayando, may his soul rest in peace. For 133 years, the people, they humiliated our people, they beat them, they marginalized them from government, they used them as slaves, they killed thousands of them. Surely. And then Master Sergeant Samuel Kayando, he said, you know what? This oppression is too much. It is about time that we too will stand up. So the man went with his men April 12, 1980, and overthrew the oligarch. Shirley, should we celebrate that day as the liberation? Because when they overthrew the oligarch, that was the day that you and myself, we can be minister, we can be president, we can be anything in our country. Prior to that, we never had access to government. We were only good for security. That was good for us. But in the July 26, 1847 is coming. Shirley, should we celebrate April 12? I'm speaking in the context of the indigenous people, the majority. Should we celebrate April 12, which gave us access to authority? Now that we have that enables people that know how to be represented in the country, should we celebrate April 12 or we should celebrate 1847 when our people never had the right to vote up to April 12? What is your take, Shirley?
I mean, when I answered the first question, right, about the July 9, about, our people, and I don't want to say Bible, yeah, our people, the lack of knowledge, right? And you're saying that, a lot of people don't even know the history of April 12, July 9, but we go with the cry, right? Like, okay, it's July 26th, because July 26th has always been a day that Liberian would celebrate, and they say that's when they got their independence. But what was your independence? Were you able to vote July 26th? No. Okay, when did you start voting? April 12th. So then why can't April 12th be your Independence Day? Because truly, that's the time you got your independence. That was the time you were free to vote. That was the time you were free to hold a position in your own country. That was the time you were free to feel or know that you are a citizen of Liberia. But most people don't even know that, Madison. And our young people are coming up and they don't even understand the different or even know about July 12th. If I double dare you, not a lot of people know about July 12th.
You mean April 12th? April 12th.
April 12th, I mean. Now a lot of people know about April 12th. what most people know about is July 26th. And then so July 26th is what we think, Liberian think that that's what our Independent Day. But forgetting to know, we weren't even able to vote July 26th. We weren't able to become representative or senator July 26th. So it's all about teaching, education. We don't have that. We are lacking that, and we need to have these kind of show where we can educate our people, where somebody can be like, oh, so yeah, it makes sense, because I want to celebrate the day that I was able to vote, the day that I was able to voice out what I want to become in government. So it's all come down to education. And the people that are celebrating July 26th, that's what they know. That's what they know as our Independent Day. You ask anybody all over the internet, that's what we know. July 26th is our Independent Day. So it's kind of like celebrating your birthday. It's my birthday, I'm celebrating it. So I don't blame it Liberian or myself, because I used to celebrate July 26th. I still do celebrate July 26th because that's what I know as an Independent Day. But if you go and read about this stuff and educate yourself, or you have people talking about it, now you can be like, oh, okay, and making an awareness to our government, because I don't think most of them even know about it. So that's what it comes down to, like education, 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 and education.
You see, the question that we are probing is, who obtained independence on July 26, 1847? It was the settlers, and not us. So to just give historical context, Shirley, let's give you the presidents, the people that were leading Liberia, and see whether you will recognize a name that sounds like Sayapode, or a name that sounds like Shirley, or a name that sounds like Goa, for example, right? Let's look at some of those names. The presidents of Liberia: Joseph Jenkins Roberts, 1848 to 1856. Stephen Allen Benson, 1856 to 1864. Daniel B. Warner, 1864 to 1868. James Springs Pine, 1868 to 1870. Edward J. Roy, 1870 to 1871. James S. Smith, 1871 to 1872. Joseph Jenkins Robert came back again. Joseph Jenkins Robert, 1872 to 1876. Okay, the Liberia that they farm, right? James Pine came back again, 1876 to 1878. 76 to 1878. Second term. Anthony W. Warner, 1878 to 1883. Alfred F. Rosa, 1883, 1884. Hillary Richard Wright Johnson, 1884 to 1892. Joseph James Chisholm, 1892 to 1896. Okay, you got William David Coleman, 1896 to 1900. Garrison W. Gibson, 1900 to 1904. Arthur Barkley, 1904 to 1912. Daniel Edward Howard, 1912 to 1920. Charles D. Burgess King, 1920 to 1930. You got Edwin James Barkley, 1930 to 1944. William V. Shadrach Todman, 1944 to 1971. William Richard Tobo Jr., 1971 to 1980. Shirley, the reason I took my time to call those names, that was the era of the American Liberians, the settlers that went there. It was their independence from America. All the years I was talking about, it was so of them, to put it in our Liberian way, so of them. One person will go and they come back because they took the country to be their personal property. Joe came in 1980 and said, you know what, we have to enjoy our country too. We can't be oppressing our country for 133 years. And somebody is celebrating July 26th, especially those are that they call the country people, because that's how they used to call us before, country people. And somebody is celebrating July 26th. I think April 6th, it should be celebrated by the indigenous people, because that's when we started voting in our own country. The progressive, they got to fight those people before we have access to power today. And some people will go and say on radio and talk against the progressive. They don't know what the people went through to get us to the point we are today. You know, so Shirley, Liberia has a serious, serious problem. Those that want to celebrate July 26th, they can do that if they want to, but not me. July 26th, it wasn't for my people. My people were considered slaves in their own land during that time period. So I can't celebrate July 26th. No, 1847. It's not for me. So
since when you stopped celebrating July 26th, have you celebrated July 26th before?
You see, Shirley, as you grow, as you age, as you read,
as you learn, that's what the reason why I asked that question, because I know the answer of that question. The reason why I asked it, because like I said, it comes down to education.
Shirley, education plays a part too, but guess what? Some people know it, but they ignore it. They know it. That is wrong. Okay. It is wrong, but they still do it. You know? So it all comes to us as a people to start celebrating other people's legacy and start to celebrate who we are. Like Perkins put it earlier. Who are we? The first thing, because that was Socrates said, know thyself. You know yourself. Who are you? Once you answer that question, who are you? Then you're selecting that you celebrate, you know. But Shirley, we got other important topics, but we'll have to postpone it to another time.
That's how I bought Patrick, man. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. But now, say it's shorter, you got up to 1:30. Let's do the quick one, so that July 26th. The last two things, we'll make it quick then. So, our lawmaker announced to be president of Liberia. All right, so let's play the speech and then we'll talk about him briefly. Mr. Duncan announced the other day for 2029.
And you made me your representative in 2017. I came to you again. I said, it is time that you stand behind me to claim the highest level in this county. And the people of Buddha listening to me. Today, we are sitting on the highest level in this country. Many people did not believe that I could be sitting as the senator of this county today. I have come again to tell you that I need your support. It is time for me to be president.
All right, Shirley, that's Mr. Creighton Omar Duncan. Was one of our senators for Sinoe County, declaring his intention to run for president of Liberia. Before Shirley, before you come on, let's give a little chronology here, okay? What impact has Creighton Duncan made in Sinoe County? All right, so let's just listen.
We need that.
Let's do a little bit, all right? Let go. The first one, let's play the video.
The economic life in Sinoe County. Which part of the district are ready? What is your economic activities if I want to move to Sinoe?
Basically, the county is a dead county, totally dead, no life. People are just pretending to live. The so-called logging companies that are into the county are exploiting the forests. Our county, since I became representative, the county have never received a dime from any government as part of some compensation for cutting our trees down in the county. The county has never. We only see those trees on the on those trucks, those log trucks, passing in front of our citizens, damaging our roads, going to the port, and shipping out of the port. We also see a port that I had to go shouting in front of the.
Okay, that's the man that wants to be the president. The first one, he just gave us his profile as a lawmaker, right? One more video.
So with all of these things, yes, corruption is vast. But if you only set your mind to corruption, you are going to miss the nitty-gritty of what is really, because if you can use your own resources, all the years of 6 years, 7 years at the central bank, many times you think that we are so corrupt, we're eating all your money, so that's why your life is not changing. I want to agree with you partially, but only 20% of the stealing that everybody's stealing is responsible for you to be poor. 80% of the reason you are poor is not the corruption that you're talking about every day. It's only 20%. 80% of the reason that you're suffering, that you can't change the place you live in, your community can't change the same mud house you're in, the same house, the same condition from pa to son, from son to grandson and great-grand. What they do, they make.
Okay, that's Duncan. One last video.
The white man will never like you. If they could like you, they will not take you from Africa and go make you slave in their country for over 300 years. 300 years, they took the black man from Africa and carried them to the white man country and made them to work as slaves. How somebody can like you and they treat you for 300 years as a slave? That the man you're waiting for to come build your country, they will never build it.
Okay. Shirley, the last but not the least.
My father died when I was 6 years old, leaving me only to my mother, who was just a high school graduate with 5 children. Other family got 2 children and don't even have the means.
Okay. Shirley, I played those videos. I gave you the chronology of who Creighton Duncan is so you can get his mindset, his way of thinking, right? All right. So this man wants to be the president of Liberia, okay? And he told you, the people asking, what are the economic activities in your county?
Dead.
He told the people.
I actually watched that. Actually, there was when you said her name, that was the first thing that comes to my mind because I watched that whole interview on Spoon Talk, right? And I think you kind of even make it worse to play those other video. Like what is 80% is on you, and basically naming generational curses on the people, but yet you are their leader, supposed to help them to break those generational curses, to take them off poverty, to help their children, even if they don't have the opportunity now to go to school because they are old. What about their babies? Now, as a leader, are you creating any school or vacation school for those kids to be able to not live the life that mommies and daddy live, but I can live a different life? I can actually now work for myself and help my mom and help my brother and help my sister and put food on their table. But basically what he's saying to the people is, you are poor because you are poor. Your poorness has nothing to do with anybody, and the government has rights that, yes, I understand, I admit that we have corruption, we stealing your money, but it's just 20% of that you should blame us. But the 80% you blame yourself. And let me switch it around, right? You blame yourself for making me your representative. You blame yourself for voting for me. So now I am coming back because I already finished making it clear that my county, that your trust in me way is dead. Nothing I can do with it because 80% of that is on you. You're the one that killed this county here. So the 20% that I want to take responsibility for, you'll come and vote for me again.
No,
And
but the
this time,
80% though,
I'll
the
make
80%, the 80% you say for the foreigners, that the white people, the foreigner, I didn't want to get it because you said the corruption are going on, is divided into two. So,
so the corruption is divided it.
yeah,
Okay.
20% for the government official, they're responsible for it, and then the 80% it goes to the white man. Yeah.
Even worse, because even during that interview, that man he didn't take no accountability at all. He was just putting everything on the foreigner. Because of the foreigner that it didn't want happen. But then he made a statement in one of the videos that says that the people are not going to come here and develop your country. But you yourself, that they gave the position to, you're not developing our country, or the little time they trusted you with, you're not developing it as well. But now you want us to give you our entire country. So not only will it be there, the people in it will die as well. So he will kill the country and kill everyone else. So, but I know he's not going anywhere. So don't even ask me that question and say, oh, what you think he's not going to go anywhere. And he had enough money to spend for our people. He should do that and give our people the money because they do have enough money. But the people they have him over there as a representative, what are some of the things that we can count on and say the school, job creation, health care, like the basic thing that our people need? Have he provided any of that? No.
So Shirley, it's unfortunate for us, right? Sinoe County. The man said, if you listen to the speech, since you were elected 6 years ago or 7 years ago,
that's what
he said,
yeah.
dime has not gone to Sinoe County. The place is dead. Then he got 20% of the corruption. All right. And the man turns around. Okay, you're talking about the making representative and the making senator. As a senator, the man is telling the people the place is totally dead.
Dead.
And the same man is turning around and saying, you know what? I want to be president of Liberia.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't blame him though, Madison.
Let me make my point.
Representative, he didn't do nothing. Then they turn around and make him senator.
Yes, that's the sad part. You got to understand the people say, you kill my pa, you kill my mom, I will vote for you. Like brother man thinking now, the same thing we were talking about earlier, the people kill your ancestors for 100 and some more years, but you are celebrating the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thinking about our people. So the American Liberian guy, Clayton Duncan, is telling you, you made me representative, I didn't do nothing. You made me senator, this county is dead. You made me president. Okay, what reasoning is that? And the man is telling you, Shirley, in this video, that for 300 years, the white people, they treated the black man as slave, right? For 300 years. He demonizing the white people. But what did he do? Hey, people, what did they do when they went to Liberia? They made our people slave for 133 years. So why is Clayton Duncan bashing the white man for doing what his parents did? And guess what, Shirley? I will play the video again. So that's the reason why I played the video.
My father died when I was 6 years old. Wow. Leaving me only to my mother, who was just...
The man said he was 6 years old when his father died, the American Liberian man. Shirley, you know the guy's mother, that Sapo woman? Do you see Clayton Duncan doing anything with Sapo people? All his houses are built in Morrisville. That's where his father is from. The American people, the American, what you call American Liberians, that they played Clayton Duncan doing everything. He said the woman took care of him when he was 6 years old, that when his father died. But Clayton Duncan does not associate with the Sapo people. No, he does not. He does not, because he does not see himself as a Sapo man.
A Sapo man. Yeah.
No, he does not. So imagine you are 6 years old, your father died, and everything you're doing is in your father's place. He never done anything for the Sapo people. He came for our convention here. He pledged. So Clayton Duncan has not paid that money up to now. He has not paid the money. That's the man. That's the kind of man he is. That's the man that wants to be president of Liberia. Good luck with that. And he demonizing Joseph Boyka. He demonizing George Weah. But guess what? Why he can't do, Shirley, why you are not here, Clayton Duncan doing, is to the people that I just listed from Joseph Jingy Rabo all the way to Toba, he would not demonize them. That for 133 years, the people plundered this, they looted the country. Creighton Duncan will not say anything about, but when he goes on radio that we are looted the country, that Joseph Boyka looted the country. That's the mindset of the American Liberians. They demonize the indigenous people. Everything that is for us, there is bad. Everything for them is good. Okay? So that's what they meant. After they kill you for 133 years, Charles Kim, when the countrymen got in power, no, because power is only good for them. He brought war and killed 250,000 Liberian innocent people. With the support of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. They have not apologized for all the things. No, they were not. The other one is power. And Creighton Duncan is telling you, demonizing George Weah, our people. The indigenous people, the people that we celebrate, they will go anywhere. You will go to Rwanda and talk against Joseph Boyka. He will talk against George Weah. He will not say anything about what Charles Sutherland did in the country, what Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did in the country. No, he can't talk about it because he's a miracle Liberian. The power only good for them. You're good for your good Lord. You are seeing young people sign up, they're celebrating Creighton Duncan now and they're campaigning for him. The man telling you where I'm from is dead, totally dead. And you are campaigning for him. You want the man to be your president. It's like somebody say, you kill my pa, you kill my mom, I will vote for you. It's the same concept. It's the same thing that continues in Liberia. Our people are not thinking. And they are not thinking. Liberia is supposed to be a paradise by now, Shirley. Paradise. For 100, just imagine 133 years, and the people they can't build road in that country. Joseph Boyka, I mean, from
no stable internet. You see how Patrick was trying
from
to
President
come
Doe
on in.
before he starts seeing major roads development in the country. But those people, they're all seen as bad people. Those are bad men. Okay, you kill all the American the people for 100 and some more years. You still brought war and killed 250,000, but I do the bad men for killing those people that suppressed the people for years, and they took the country to be their personal property, and those are the bad men. So that the Creighton Duncan man that you will demonize George Weah and Joseph Boyka. So, but the good thing is, Shirley, I mean, every devil has its own worshippers, right? Creighton Duncan is fooling himself for the fact that the people main representative, the main senator, he thinks the Liberian people will main president. Good luck with that one. When you finish killing Sinoe County, you don't get my vote already. You kill my county. You are a representative and you are a senator, and you say where you are leading is totally dead. Why would I give my country to you? So you can kill the country? That's why I should give my country to you? No, I can give my country to Creighton Duncan. It will be the dumbest thing ever that Liberian people will do. They made a dumb mistake before. No, that mistake. They made the dumb blunder. They put Charles Sutherland that the man kill you, and you say, oh, he killed my pa, he killed my mom, I will vote for you. Creighton Duncan say, you know what, Sinoe, you are dead. You can't vote for me. You go for that. You go for Creighton Duncan. But Shirley, the last talking point will defer to another show. But it was a good one, you know. Our people, they are weird, very strange set of people, very strange set of people. So, but let me give you an opportunity to give your closing thoughts. Yes, I'll go 7 minutes above your time that you said. But go ahead, give your closing thoughts.
But yeah, it was a good show. It's always good to be on here. We come on here to educate, to talk about things that are happening in our country for sure. So we are here on every Saturday. Come and support. And happy birthday again to my son Judah. The entire month, giving him few more days so I can kick him out because it's about to be a Leo season. And when it's Leo season, it's the Queen birthday. So, you know, I celebrate my birthday starting July all the way to September. The only reason why I stopped in September because I have to give my baby Gabby the chance so I can celebrate her in October. But to my Liberian community. I prayed and hope that we can get together in love and unity and pray more, because there are so much premature death within our community, and our community is divided. Our community is divided to the number one. The only time you see people come to support you, or people will try to share your things, is because if it has something to do with some negativity. I've seen people will be on live, especially when they're tearing down somebody, when they're talking about somebody. That is when you will see so many people on our live. They will be sharing it. They will be calling their friends. Oh, but did you see the one? Yeah, putting it in their inboxes. But if it's something that is positive, people won't share it. People won't support. People will not call you. Nothing. And as a result, our people are dying prematurely. Some of them are going through depression. They are so afraid to tell even their close friends, because they don't know if that close friend, one day if you step on our close friend toes, our close friend will go and put it on Facebook Live. Come today, I'm about to talk. And those topics carry more weight because that person will want your friend. That person will want your sister. So I am begging our community that we need to come together. We need to pray against premature death. We need to pray against all the things that are happening in our community and support each other. There are a lot of Liberians that are doing great things in our community. A lot of Liberians doing great things in our community, but you will not see people supporting it. You won't see people celebrating it. So I pray that we celebrate people more, Madison. I really do mean it. I really mean it, that we can celebrate people more. Think about the positive thing that person is doing and celebrate them. So that's,
yeah, but
that
Shirley,
is my
I mean,
statement.
some of your statement, they're absolute. People celebrate. Maybe you don't see the people as the big country
That's why I
you
used
live
to work
in.
more.
Right. Okay,
I know
Mo. So,
other
and
people are
I want to
celebrating.
ask a question too, though. You say, I mean, how does prayer help stop premature death? You don't think we need to take practical action instead of praying?
We need to do both, but prayer helps a lot to stop premature death. But we need to do both.
Then why do we go to hospital, Shirley, if prayer is the solution?
So I know you and I are not about to talk about church and not church in this whole conversation.
No, we're talking about prayer, not church, right now.
I know prayer help. Prayer help me, and I know prayer help and prayer works. Okay, so I'm talking to the people who can relate that prayer helps and prayer works. For you that don't understand what prayer is, it is not my position.
No, but Shirley, let's get a realistic, practical solution and not prayer. Because you're talking about people are dying prematurely. When people are dying prematurely, Shirley, you don't tell the person to go to pray. No, it's like that. You are accelerating the person's death.
Madison, I will be clear again. I will say it, and like I say, you say your own, I say my own, like my CEO would say, okay? If prayer, you understand that prayer works for you, you are the person that I'm talking to. Those of you that don't understand what prayer is, I am not in a position with this short period of time to educate you on prayer.
But Shirley, I mean, pretending that prayer works does not mean that prayer is...
cutting me off. So if you want education on prayer, come on Safari, testify, inbox me, and be part of our show, and I will explain to you the important and the visible evidence of prayer in my life and in the lives of other people that have been part of the show.
Hallelujah.
This show is a positive show, and this man here.
Yeah, but we're talking about practical thing, and you're talking about.
And it's practical.
It's not. It's impractical, Shirley.
Honestly, it is
prayer is not practical.
You can go to the hospital and find out you get cancer, right? And get a community of people that believe in prayer, but yourself have to believe in the power of healing, and you will receive your healing. I have seen it so many times.
Shirley, but it's incoherent to say, okay, I'm a doctor. I can get you the medicine, but before the medicine works, you got to believe that the medicine will work. It's incoherent. If you say you have the medicine, which is prayer, give it to the people, let the person be free, but you say, I got to believe it for it before I can be free. That's what we call religious gibberish.
Medicine, if you ain't believe the medicine going to work, it's not going to work, though. Because everything is so...
Shirley, if you get Helly and you take Tylenol And you don't believe that, Tyler, it doesn't
Well,
work?
Tylenol doesn't work on everyone, Haley. Let's just get
Shelley,
that part
we're
clear.
talking about in a general sense, right?
Oh no, I don't know why you're talking about general sense.
If you get sore on your foot, if you get sore on your foot, and you put antibiotic there, Shelley, if you get sore on your foot, you put antibiotic there. If you don't believe it, the antibiotic will not work.
Antibiotic doesn't work on everyone, so it depends on what kind of sore you
Shelley,
have. I don't know how you're comparing that with prayer.
Because we are talking about results. We are talking about results, right? We are talking about results.
And there is results.
Prayer does not, because I have gone to so many the places I can test to see what a prayer actually was when I go to funeral, for example, and these people are grieving. And I'll be there. Why did people get asked? Because they say when you believe in something true, then you ask God sincerely in your heart, He will do it. And people will pray. And that person will be taken to the grave. Even though some of the people, they are sincerely praying to God, but nothing happened. They bury the person. That shows me that it doesn't work. Shelley will tell me, when you believe in your heart and you know for sure you have faith, you can walk on water. Shelley can pray today and have faith. She will not walk on water. She will go on and ground. And she doesn't know how to swim. So sad for her. So I want to talk things that are practical.
It is practical. I don't know what this man is talking about.
It's just that's religion abracadabra, Yeah.
Prayer works.
Yeah, but Shelley, it was a good show.
A product of the fact that prayer works. He is, and I don't even want to go in there. But this man has testimony of the work that the things that prayer have done for him. And
who the man?
Out there, he's not the one praying.
Who the man?
He will get to that point of being the one praying. I've listened to a story that you told me personally that I know it was prayer that brought you out. It was prayer that kept you going. And it is prayer that's still keeping you going because you get to wake up in the morning.
Shelley, I'll give you a test right now. I'll give you a test right now. A simple test.
You're not going to give me no test, though.
No, I won't give you a practical test, right? If you leave the show right now, go home, don't eat for 3 days, and just pray and see what will happen.
I've gone 7 days without
okay,
food.
don't extend it to 1 month. What happened? 1 month, no pray, don't eat.
No.
Prayer works, right?
You can, like the same way, you cannot test God.
Why?
Why would you want to test him?
How do you know something
because he knows that you're testing him.
Shelley, and that's the problem I have, right? When you say God knows everything, He is omniscient, right? You that don't know, the only time you can know is to ask that person, question that person, test the person, whether the person, the thing they say they really know, they know it. That how you test how somebody, you substantiate whether somebody knows something or not. If Shelley tells me right now she's a political science major, I'm going to definitely test you with questions. So if you say I should not ask you about political science that you know, it rings a bell to me that you don't know what you're talking about. So if God is omniscient,
ask God, you can ask him.
What happened?
I said you can go and ask God, Madison.
Shelley,
if you want to experience some of the things
the first problem, Shelley, the first problem is we don't know what we are talking about. You don't know what the thing can hear you. We are not seeing it, but you just pray to something.
I don't know about you, but I know my God can hear me.
How do you know?
Different.
How do you know? No, but Shelley, you're answering the question with the same question. How do you know that he listens to you?
Because I've seen the things that happen in my life that when I ask for.
So you conclude that God listening to you?
Yes.
Can you give one practical example
of things that happen in my life?
Yeah, that you say that God did it.
Okay. For example, my son who just turned 9. When I was pregnant for him, the doctor told me that he wasn't connected to the umbilical cord.
Okay.
That basically he wasn't going to live.
Okay.
Plain blank. They had me going for 3D ultrasound because they said there was no way he was going to live. 0 chance of survival. Okay?
Okay.
I remember clearly asking my God for him to make sure that the report of the doctor is not a final result of my life, of the life of my unborn child. And I prayed. The man told me that, of course, they wanted to do like, take the baby out because the baby wasn't going to live.
Mhm.
And I prayed to God, to my God, Jesus Christ, the true Son of the living God. Pray to him, believe the result of my God, went right back to the doctor. And this is what they said, because he wasn't connected to the umbilical cord, he wasn't going to grow. He wasn't going to be felt in my stomach, so he's not eating. He was going to die. But I'm telling you, anytime I went to that clinic for them to check that 3D ultrasound, he was not only growing, he was growing a week or two ahead of his growth. And they came back again with another story saying, because the umbilical cord he's not connected to it will wrap around his neck. And so during the time of birth, that's going to choke him and he's going to die. And I went right back again on my knees. Because first I said, God, you are defeated then with him not being able to grow, and he is growing way above. So I believe that the child will come out. I start declaring things. I believe that the child will come out. He will live. He will not only live, God, but he will come out healthy. And he did. And now I have a proof of that. With a 9-year-old. Same with my daughter. They said she had 1% chance of living. True story in Minnesota. 1% chance. The nurses in Minnesota were basically mugging when they heard that story. But that 1% chance about to turn 16. So I have seen the power of God, and I have tons of testimony of the work of God in my life.
Shirley, I'm happy that the kids, the doctors report, their reports were contradicted. But that doesn't still justify that your God did it. You know.
Well, that's up to you. I know my God did it.
So the other point I'm trying to make.
I know the credit belongs to one person, and that credit belongs to
Shirley,
God.
assuming you believe in a tree, for example, right? You
That's
say
up
that
to you.
No, I'm just saying, for example, if you believe in a tree,
why is
what
this
you
man
just
keeping me
said,
here, though?
what you just said,
Why is
you
he
would say
keeping
that
me
a tree
here?
did it. But it's one thing you said earlier, right? The whole thing you've been talking, you kept going to the doctors, you kept going to the nurses. You didn't say, okay, you're telling me the story, I'm not coming to your anymore. You are still operating under their guardians. You see, medical.
I was
Shirley, hold on. One
operating
thing,
on my
one last
guardian
thing, then
to
you come in.
prove them
One last
wrong.
thing. One last
I
thing.
am going, boy. I
One
am
last
still
thing.
going
I'll
with
let
you.
you go.
We
One
are
last
going
thing.
to have an entire show of
No,
testimony.
I promise you, it's the last thing. And one last thing. Maybe I can't forget my train of thought. What I like about science is they can take responsibility when they are wrong. Science does not. I mean, they don't assume that they know it all. And that's what I like the frontier of science, because it keeps growing. You know, the people will make mistakes because a human being, they will give you some result that will be false. But that doesn't mean it's because that God helping them. No, it's just because it's human limitation. Our knowledge is limited. So that what science relatively is a new frontier in human life, right? There are a lot of things that we don't know, you know. And so we shouldn't attribute that which science cannot do, then we put it to God, because it's almost like the God of the gap, right? Anywhere that science cannot cover, then we put God in there to fill that spot, you know. But Shirley, it was a wonderful show. I like that testimony. But you know, that's a limitation of science. That's a limitation of human being. Now, what you just pointed out over there, it
Whatever
doesn't
it
justify
is,
any
whatever
God.
it is,
Huh?
that's your belief. Whatever
Yeah.
you believe, I cannot help you with that. But I know it wasn't possible without my God. I've asked him, and he saved the life of my child, and he's still protecting us, all of my children. My 1% daughter about to turn 16. There is a miracle. There is a blessing. And God have done so many things in my life that I know without him, I wouldn't have been here today. So all of what I am and I will
that,
be.
Sherry, you are
I
alive
give
today
God all
because
of
the
the
food, the
credit,
people
all of the
making,
praise.
you cook every day to maintain the family that the food will no food, Sherry. That thing when you're talking, you can believe in your deity. I think when I word that because of the food here, you
And
get
you know, the people
nutritional
that listen to you be like, wow, this man, yeah, like this man. But let you know you are soft, baby, on a prayer. Where you got my sister praying for you 24/7. You man, don't start with me, oh.
No, but Shirley, I'm not here to
That's why
deny
I say we
that.
need
It's a
an
fact.
entire show. I will tell Patrick and we need an entire show because
Mhm.
you don't start. Because you
Yeah,
live
but
on
my
a
woman
prayer.
is a strong
You
prayer
live on the
warrior.
roof of prayer.
That
And then
I
you
can't
come here
argue.
and you're deceiving people. That's deceiving people.
Shirley, why you got to see?
People. Because when you go into bed, that lady gets up and say, honey, let's pray. She hold your hand, your knee down on the bedside,
And you can be in the room with us.
Boy, don't. That's why I said to my sister,
Boy, you know that too. All
I
you
know
go down
who
all
she is.
this.
She's a woman of prayer. So
What?
she hold your hands, your knee down, and you pray. And then you come on this platform and make it sense that you have no relationship with Jesus Christ. You do. So you are deceiving the
Tell
people.
my woman prays
You talk
that
about
I can't
Sinoe
argue, but I don't pray.
deceiving people, but you are here deceiving people when
No,
it comes to God.
Shirley, I'm not going to come out here and deceive people that I pray. Then I come here and say I can't pray.
Well, I ain't say you can. I ain't say you pray. The fact that you say amen is a prayer. If I get on the phone right now and start praying and you say amen, you agreed. You don't have to pray, but you agreed.
No,
That means
Shirley,
you agree to everything that I'm asking and saying.
Shirley, you don't
Amen.
take
That's what
everything
it means.
literally. You don't take everything literally, right? When I say, if you say a door and cat falling from the sky, and I say amen. Does that mean door and cat actually falling from the sky?
Okay, you know what?
No.
Let's finish this topic another time.
No, it's just
Thank
so
you so much.
sometimes you facetiously agree with somebody, just to make that conversation to just
I will
slap.
tell my sister when I get off the phone, I will call her and tell her you facetiously agree with her when she praying.
Oh, yeah, but she know I can be facetious,
Okay.
Because,
You know what? I'm so tired. Yes.
She knows.
But you know what? Please screenshot this last part of the conversation because I want to share it, okay? And I want her to get it. With her.
But she following.
No.
She was here earlier and she
gonna
left.
comment by now.
Huh?
She was gonna comment by now. She following but can't comment. So stream, record this and send it.
So that you can go report me to my wife.
Exactly.
Say that you got to make her pray, and
I'm not gonna report you. I'm gonna let her watch it.
The thing that keeping me alive, keeping me alive. She cooks good food. Shirley, the thing that keeping me alive, she cooks good food. She kind of encouraged me to continue my physical exercise. Eat the right food, go do my doctor's appointment. The thing that keeping me alive, she believes in all those things. She will say, make sure and do your physical check, regular check. She advised me on those things for avoid sweet thing, She can say, I believe in Jesus, so continue to eat sweet thing. I will pray for you. No, she will say, don't eat all don't drink soda. She gave me the right advice, and those are things that I appreciate her for. So when she said, I pray for you, I said, thank you, but you told me not to eat the sweet thing. So that's good, So keep praying and keep praying and continue to tell me the right thing.
Why are you saying thank you?
What have you?
Why are you saying thank you?
Because I can be an ingrate, right? Somebody they put in their favor,
he can be an ingrate.
Yeah. So I just have
English.
I just have to appreciate the person, Charlie. Once it's not detrimental to me, right? You can believe that, when you pray, a house can appear before you. It makes you happy. Hey, I'm not about. I'll just tell you my side of the story. That's it. You can pray that all you want, that house when you pray, you build a mansion, it will come from the sky. That's what you believe. Good for you, but I don't believe that thing.
Okay, yes. Sure. I believe it. End of story. Nice having this conversation. Let's do it
Great
again.
one, man. I'm glad you give me extra time. Even they say Terry, and you give you up to 3 o'clock. Thank you so much. All right, man. Let me read the people comments, and I'll call it a day if you want to bounce. Appreciate the time. We'll see you.
Well, it was a good show, guys. Keep following. All right.
All right, guys. At the end of the show, we gotta just have some fun. That's it. Let me see your comments here. I'm watching you from Greenville City. Thank you, buddy. Hilton. I see a Prince. Hey, man. How are you? We are good, man. Thanks for following. I hope you are good as well. We have lost our identity. That is the reason why we are suffering from many diseases today. That's true, Emmanuel. That's so true. Let's see. It was better that they name it political showmanship instead of homecoming. These people are complete contradiction to growth and development. Thank you. Yeah, at least I guess some young people that are thinking. Yes. Let me see, for example, the man coming cover me. So let me go backstage. July 9 is an important date for the people of Sinoe County because it commemorates the founding date of Sinoe. What are you talking about? There was no land called Sinoe before they settled all the invader they came. No, there was a place Sinoe It came from that place. Sinoe was there before that the Mississippi Colonization Society came. You know, it was not when Sinoe was founded. It was when the people that came to say they found Sinoe. All right, that's from their perspective. So don't take another person's perspective to be the perspective of the people that were on the ground before the people came. No, don't do that. The celebration marks the arrival of the early settler. Okay, you see, you're contradicting yourself. You say the early settler. I'm not a settler. Mavi Zaza, they're not settler. Zanwenja, they're not settler. No, we are not. So what are you talking about? You the first one say July 9 is an independent day for the people, or the important day for the people of Sinoe County. When you say the people of Sinoe County, it's not for all of us. It's for those settlers that came because they were oppressed overseas and they came over there. They were free now, so that it was their freedom day. But the same people that were oppressed when they got over there, where they call Sinoe, they were oppressing your people. So it's not your day. It's for them. All right? They were in charge now oppressing people because it commemorates the founding day of Sinoe. No, that's not the founding day of Sinoe. That's the founding day of the arrivals. The people that came later. The celebration marks the arrival of the early settlers from Mississippi, United States. Okay. Somewhere, are you from Mississippi, United States? Is that where you're from? Somewhere, is that where you're from? At the mouth of the Sinoe River on July 9, 1878. These settlers established what later became Greenville. No, Greenville is the name from America here that they carry in North Carolina. Because nothing about you is important to them. They don't want to associate themselves with anything that has to do with you, so they have to change everything. So your place that you're living before, they call it Greenville. They borrow because they never knew anything. They came from the slave plantation and they went over there. So everything that in America, in school, we call it plagiarism. When you take another person idea without getting them credit. So they took the American names and everything and name it after our people team. No. All right. So you call it, this settler established what later became Greenville. And their arrival laid the foundation for the county's modern history. What foundation it laid? There was history before they brought their fake history. Our people had their history there. Somewhere you don't know these things. Before the 1980 political change in Liberia, July 9 was observed annually as Sinoe County's official. I agree, but it was for the settlers. Let's get that history. It's not for you, someone. You're not from America. You are not settler. So what are you talking about? The day is not for you, brother. But you continue to, delude yourself and say that what's on the board, no, I'll be telling you. You're listening to the thing. He said, I think the timer was very poor. What is the timer? Okay. They should have come up with a project that will impact the environment with that they can reawaken the July 9 celebration. Okay. I don't understand what was being said. You don't understand the importance of July 9, Doc. Okay, thank you, sir. Professor, your history you gave, Jenna, is for the people you say the people came from Mississippi. They came from America. Zanwaya is down from America. So why are you celebrating the day for the people from America now? Following from my Johnsonville people, okay, Pepper, Woodlow community. Okay, thank you. Patrick, off your video. Okay. I just reading your comments, guys. Thanks, Patrick. I think Patrick haircut come with network problem. Yes, we will celebrate that every year because our people used to celebrate that. Okay. What are you? I mean, young people, Baba, you think small. All right, you think small. So, say for, I mean, some of the example, I don't want to give them, they can be off like totally. There are certain bad things that people did before. The fact that people did a bad thing, does that mean you should come and do the same thing? The part that somebody celebrated the day of the people that oppress you, they were doing it before. Does that mean you should not think for yourself? You should continue to do that thing, wrong thing? Now, what is the point of your so-called education when you continue to continue the bad thing of the past? You know that while Liberia is not going anywhere because people are using copper before, so we'll continue to use copper. We shouldn't improve on that. We shouldn't use stove because buying the day people were using firehouse. So let's continue with that. That's the same logic you are pushing here. That what the people were doing before, they call appeal to history. Appeal to history. People were doing it in the past, so we should continue it. Okay, let's investigate the thing before we continue it. What is this thing about? What was it put in place? Who was the thing celebrating? You have to answer those basic questions, guys. You have to think a little bit more. All right? The father charged to the king and say, you know what? Though the countryman, so he went and brought war. Should you do the same thing? No. So let's investigate. Or when the American Liberian comes today and say, okay, let's celebrate the day though over, Chartedo or kill do. Should you also join them to do that? No, you should not. So at least think for yourself a little bit. You know, think for yourself. I'm watching from Houston. Thank you, boss. No armed officer was supposed to be. No armed officer was supposed to be a mom. What is that? The person talking. When you're a security officer and you get a weapon, you can't be a mom protester. I don't know what you're talking about. What security people do to get weapons? So what are you supposed to be when you get a weapon? You be away from people? You're not going to harm people. You're just there to deter people that will do bad things. That's why you are among the people. The police RG said that that arm was for police officer. Okay. All right, guys. These are some of the comments. I didn't see something more robust that I can react to. But thank you for your comments, and we'll see you again next week, Saturday. You know, I'm off today. You know, my free time, so I kind of hanging out with you a little bit more. But I want to say thank you, and we want to be back here again Saturday. Subscribe to our YouTube page. And those of you that will vote for Creighton Duncan, good for you. The man say, I'll kill your country, but he say, oh, I want to be your president. What are you talking about, sir? You said the kid people played, but you want to be their president. Okay. Y'all go vote for Creighton Duncan. All right. Don't forget to follow to join us. Our convention is coming up. And so I want my music. I'm out.
Clear voice, clear mind. From coast to the world, we keep it refined. Step by step we rise, with purpose in view. Every word is steady, every promise true. Hear that calm in the room, feel that steady light. We speak with one voice, we stand upright. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Warm, strong, and sure, we carry it far. Hosted by God, so your esoteric.